Hello, everybody. Welcome to Final Show Films. No gags this time, no gimmicks. We're here for a season finale. So I just wanted to shine a little spotlight on some of the people that help us do what we do here. Our $25 supporters on our Patreon over at patreon.com/fsfilms. L, Drevian Alexander, and Samantha Bates. We appreciate everything that you've done for us over the years, and the fact that we're all here today is at least in part due to y'all's support. If any of our other viewers would like to do so, once again, patreon.com/fsfilms, and you can help us make more stories. These stories have helped me over the years, and the emotional investment that comes with this group of people getting together to wind our way through a narrative that all of us are equally contributing to create has been one of my best memories ever since I met these people. I hope it's been good for you guys too. Credits.
We're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to In Grove or Green, the Changeling the Lost Chronicle we're running here on Final Show Films. My name is Jack. I am your storyteller for the evening, and I am joined by this fantastic full cast of characters here on our season finale. I am joined by Julia.
Hi, I'm Julia. I'm playing Alana Spencer, the fairest dancer.
And Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Lark, Beast Windwing.
And William or Shani.
Hi, I'm William Rashani, and I'm playing Phage, the Ogre Gristle Grinder, and Giverno Sovereign.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Megan Lansing, a Draconic Ferris, and I'm excited to die for you today.
And Sen.
I'm Sen. I'm playing Akujin, the metal flesh blood brute ogre and the deadliest person with a sword in this motley.
That's true. And Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing Liz, Wizened Oracle.
And last time in Baltimore, the Motley Unlikely helped Lark create the Choral Collegium, an entitlement to help the Keyhold foresee danger and prepare for the future. Megan also discovered that Mbeku had likely been captured by the hunter in the hedge, meaning that the Queen of Ogian had therefore shifted her sights onto the local changeling population in Baltimore as targets. Humans throughout the city began manifesting hedge thorns within and around their bodies, seemingly unaware of the change, but occasionally voicing erratic predictions regarding the queen and her impending work. In response, Phage called all of the Keyhold to the night gallery, and the motley attempted to determine the gentry in question's plans, finally landing on the conclusion that the queen's ritual would take place in 2 days' time at the M&T Stadium. Rallying with the rest of the changelings in the city, the motley has spent the last 48 hours desperately trying to prepare for the Arcadian onslaught. And as we begin this evening, somewhere close by to where all of you are gathered, a radio crackles to life. Now ends the season, fourth in number since we first met these unlikely changelings here. The city Baltimore wears fingerprints left by their victories and losses near. So gather now to bid farewell to them, with hope of final triumph they might see. The hedge is coming, root and thorn-thick stem to execute the doom of destiny. Where would you guys be equipping yourselves as you prepare to break into the M&T Stadium in southern Baltimore.
What hideout do we have that is closest to it?
Either the Night Gallery or the Crack House, honestly, would be your two closest personal sort of locations of note.
Probably the Night Gallery,
Okay.
I would assume.
Yeah.
So somewhere within the Night Gallery, everybody is preparing for this last desperate effort. Everybody roll me a d10.
Yeah, roll 20. There's more to the chat than the top of the chat bar.
Sounds like a lie.
All right.
Ooh.
4,
Megan
8,
or Liz?
10, 10,
Who are we going
1,
to
1.
first?
Go ahead.
All right. Liz.
All right.
What happened for Liz over the last 48 hours?
I needed to get glamour.
Okay. So your first objective was to refuel your supernatural resources.
Yes.
Did you do your usual sneak into a hospital thing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and you'll add your dots of harvest to this. Go ahead and roll me manipulation and empathy, I'll say.
All right. +1. Nope.
You spend as much time as you can jumping from dream to dream in this hospital. You notice many of these patients with thorns emerging from them that none of the doctors or nurses or EMTs seem to pick up on. Nobody tries to treat or even comment on their existence, but you can see them. And every time you try and push through into a dream, there's a web of razor sharp, jagged briars that blocks your way. And try as you might, you can't get glamour. So what else do you try to do?
Gonna try and steal some supplies while I'm there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity and larceny roll then.
2.
2 successes. You come away with almost a full armload of just standard first aid equipment, but also some medications that you know might be good in a traumatic situation. A few extra tools that you hadn't quite added to your full-on field kit yet, and enough stuff that leaves you feeling like you might not have gotten any glamour, but at least in terms of physical supplies, when the lead starts to fly and the blood begins to flow, you'll have the tools you need in order to do your best to stanch whatever damage is made. Megan,
Mm-hmm.
what have the last 2 days looked like?
I'm also glamour hunting.
Okay. Where are you hunting glamour?
I am. It is probably not a great idea for me to go out and get into a bunch of fights in the 2 days before
Probably not
this
the
big fight.
best.
So
She's doing it
I'm
anyways.
going. Huh?
So she's doing it anyways.
I mean, don't tempt her. No, I am going. I'm going buffet hunting at funerals.
Okay. Go ahead and give me then, I'll say an empathy and composure.
Okay.
You can spend willpower on this if you want.
I only have 2.
Okay. If you've got
I'm saving that shit for a fight.
specialties that seem like they would apply, you can utilize those as well.
I don't think that I do. This is shockingly. This
Do
is
you
not
ask
her
Phage for
specialty.
assistance with getting glamour?
Nope.
Okay. Because she can give you 5 straight successes on it.
Absolutely could. She is not.
It's fair.
2 successes.
All right, you harvest 2 glamour then.
Dope.
Finding if you lurk around a weekend graveyard long enough, somebody will have a funeral. And then all you have to do is lurk.
I mean, it's just going to it's just going to the Baltimore Sun's website, finding out looking in the obituaries and
Yep.
seeing
Service will be held. Show
where
up,
to show
pretend
up.
you knew
Yep.
them, and you can find outpourings of grief
Yep.
that put a little bit more emotional energy in the harvest clutch for you. What else is Megan doing?
Megan is buying a drone and
Okay.
will be sending it as subtly as you can send a drone on regular flyovers of Tinem Stadium,
Okay.
which I look does not have a roof.
Nope, it does not have a
retractable
roof.
or not.
Nope, it's an open stadium. So,
Yep.
what is she
Can't
trying
hide from us.
What are you trying to learn or
I'm
glean
trying to get a
from?
sense of preparations. If there are entry points, basically anything tactically that might help us when it's time to get to the killing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wits and investigation then, I'll say.
Investigation. I will spend one of my 2 willpower on this.
Okay.
Never mind.
With 0 successes. I mean, you don't learn nothing though. You're going over and viewing the stadium. You don't see anything that piques your attention as any sort of like, oh, that's obviously supernatural, something weird happening there.
Right.
Like was mentioned, it seems to be closed for maintenance. There's these crews that are going through, some of them carrying, tools or materials. There's a section of the interior being painted, as far as like the interior backing walls, but in between the actual stands, and then there's that barrier, and then the field that has some basic maintenance done to it. You've figured out a few of the entrances and exits. And there's a few different avenues of approach if you're trying to break into it that you can consider. But you don't notice anything that really sticks out as, oh, that's a particular weak point, or, oh, there's something weird going on in this section. And of course, a drone flyover only gets you the top-down bird's eye view. Even for something like this, it would attract way too much attention if you were like, I'm gonna try and fly my drone inside the interior passages of the stadium and stuff. So if anything's happening in there, you're unfortunately unable to figure out what, if anything, might be going on that way. But everything that's happening on this side seems normally mundane to you. Okay. Which then brings us to Alana.
Alana, during her days, is going to, one, attempt to contact Adelaide, to see if there has been any movement on a mage in the area that is willing to help in our fight.
All right. How are you contacting Adelaide?
I have her phone number.
Okay. Rings 3 times, and then... Hello? This is Adi.
Hi, it's Alana.
I've got your caller ID.
I really wish this was a better call and not a business call.
That's all right.
I was wondering if there had been any movement or any talks with the mages.
We've put out the information there to the people that are in the area. They're pretty cautious. So I wish there was more we could do to help. They're not fully ready to reach out direct. I don't know
right.
what your sort of time scale is, but it's probably they're gonna be doing. It's gonna take a little while before they'd probably feel prepared to make an overture one way or the other.
Then we're on our own. Okay. This would have been like as soon as she got up that first morning. We have until tomorrow night. A little
I'll
over 48 hours. I know it's a rush, and I know
shite,
this is a
that's
huge ask.
no,
I'm
I get it. We're in New Mexico right now. Uh, but I'll make a I'll have Oren make a few more calls, see if he can light a fire under anybody.
okay.
Take care of yourself, all right?
If I don't survive,
Right. Alana, anytime you go into a fight, obviously it's nothing certain, but give yourself 2 or 3 exits, all right? Don't do anything stupid.
I will do my best not to do anything stupid.
All right?
But if I don't make it through this, I want you to know that I really enjoyed our time together.
Me too.
And if I don't die, you and I are getting drinks sometime.
Next time I'm back east, I'll look you all up.
You better.
And I'd be happy to have drinks with everybody or with just you, whichever works better. All right?
Okay.
All right. Now,
Um,
you said tomorrow night after.
she'll rattle off the.
All right. Well, then I'd better be getting a phone call with you a few hours after that. All right?
I'll do my best.
You check in. All right?
I will. I promise.
That's a good girl.
Bye, Addikins.
Give my best to that girlfriend of yours, right?
Oh, don't worry. That's the plan.
Click.
And then the other thing she wanted to do was see if she could get in some extra practice with War Dancer or anybody at the summer court who is willing to show her how to use a sword and how to adjust her fighting for brass knuckles.
Okay.
Because she knew that iron knuckle dusters was a thing that was being thrown around, and that is a thing she can use.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intelligence and brawl. Because if there's one thing that you can guarantee, you tell Summer there's going to be a big fight in 48 hours. Practice is what immediately goes on the rotation.
One success.
One success. You spend some time down at the Summer Commons. You get in a number of sparring sessions with people. They're these big sap glove effective training options where they look like more or less winter gloves, but they've got heavy padding that normally would be filled with, lead or plating or
Orders.
shot or something. But yeah, it's basically getting used to fighting with something bulky around your knuckles, and learning to judge the weight that way, and understanding the various changes that you'll need to make. And then yeah, they give you some actual brass knuckles, not the hand wrought iron ones, but and then let you beat the shit out of some sturdier reinforced bags so you can get used to, yeah, this is what it would be like having something actual metal on your hand while you're trying to punch somebody, and learning not to damage yourself as well, because that's a big risk when it comes to brass knuckles, is fucking up your own hands if you do it wrong. But yeah, you get in some time that way.
Okay.
Fantastic. All right. Paige.
Her first thing is checking with Summer about those potential weapon options that she had been looking for, potential pairs of hand wrought iron knuckles, and for those who can't use one of the several matchlock weapons that we got for the hand iron bullets, potential hand iron shot shells for shotguns.
So you are able, go ahead and give me I'm gonna say whatever your best social stat is in politics.
Manipulation and politics. Do I add my status?
No, not in this case.
Okay. I will put one of my many willpowers into this at the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. They have not figured out a way to do the hand wrought shells in a way that they're not confident isn't going to fuck up the gun that you shoot them out of. So all you've got for guns are the 6 muzzle loaders with iron rounds.
She's specifically ticketed out for Summer's best shots.
Yep, absolutely. So they've got those in play. And then Bill Squires has wrangled 3 sets of brass knuckles. So either somebody can have 3
Iron
people can
knuckles.
have 2,
Yeah.
or sorry, in this case, hand wrought iron knuckles. 3 people can have 2, or 6 people can have 1, or whatever combination of that many you'd like to disperse.
Akujin has a blade that is effective already, right? He has his sword that is effective against the Fae.
It's not iron, but it hits real fucking hard.
Yeah, it's not
so
that it's effective, it's that it adds my weird to the damage rating. So it's the damage of my sword right now is 6 before I add any of my fighting style stuff to it.
right.
So 4
So but
16
it
dice
is
right now.
Right, but it does not necessarily exploit one of their weaknesses. So if you want him to have a weapon that, in lieu of anything else, just fucking works, you would want him to have one of those brass knuckles.
Can you lay out for me mechanically what the difference would be between outfitting someone with 2 knuckles versus 1?
If they have the option to attack more than once via like the boxing style merit, both of their hits will do.
All right, so I want
aggravated,
2 because I have that merit.
Right. Yeah.
But
if it's a normal person who can usually just get off 1 solid shot effectively per round, there you go.
I've only got 2 dots in brawl as opposed to my 5 dots in weaponry. So even with the iron knuckles, I would still be doing more damage with my sword.
Yeah, but the damage you do with the knuckles would be aggravated.
The damage you do with the knuckles,
Yeah.
will hurt the gentry.
Yeah.
You haven't yet tested, your sword hits like a fucking truck. Do they care?
Yeah, that's
Do trucks hurt this Fae? Is the big question, which you haven't been able to establish yet. Now, you know that there's a prophecy, though, of that they're bringing an army with them. You're pretty sure an army will definitely take some fuck up from that sword.
Yeah. I have 3 sets, which means I have 6 total. I'm taking 2 of them. There are 4 left.
So 4 left to go around.
Does anyone else have the ability to strike twice that could actually use 2 of these?
Strike twice? I don't believe so.
Only with my sword.
So you work with what gives you striking twice?
I have 3 dots of the boxing fighting style.
I was gonna say it's usually a fighting style merit that lets you hit more than once.
So I have to look at my Krav Maga stuff. I should have done this beforehand.
But I will distribute 1 to everyone who can use 1 in the motley.
You know that Megan rolls with brawl pretty well, so I would assume Megan is
brawl and melee.
At least 1 to Megan, at least 1 to Alana.
Lark would like 1.
Yeah, 1 to Lark, and I still 1 for Akujin because I don't think Liz wants to be anywhere near this fight.
I don't, but I am. Brawl is my. I mean,
Would you rather
Brawl-
be shooting a gun than being
I
anywhere
would
near-
rather be shooting my gun, but she is better at brawl.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mechanically.
Liz only has one eye. If Liz is shooting a gun, allies are
Yes.
in danger.
Yeah. So
Aha.
she'll if Akujin feels like he would rather just be using his sword, she'll give the last one to Liz.
Akujin wants to just use his sword and has a very specific reason for that we'll get into in a scene later.
Right.
Yeah. So she'll give the last one to Liz then.
Okay.
All right. So those 4 Motley members have a hand-wrought iron brass knuckle to utilize, which basically is a 1 bashing iron weapon. Go ahead and put those on your character sheet.
So it is a +1, you said?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
just 1 damage.
It's yeah, you'll put 1 in the damage rating for the weapon.
Shit, I'm out of spots.
I
on
know.
that.
I'm just using the brass knuckle that I already have, just knowing that if I'm fighting them, it's iron.
I'm
Yep.
taking out the combat knife because really, it's
There.
What's the rating on it?
1.
Damage rating is 1.
Damage rating is 1.
And it uses your brawl.
Yep. Strength and brawl is your
Unless you have
Pool
fighting
for that.
finesse, but yeah.
okay. All
Is
right.
it 1/1 on the rating?
They under the no, there's no slash. You need to have this under the
Oh.
weapon.
Gotta be weapon, not armor.
Right. Armor
Why
is
am
the
I
one that-
putting it under armor?
I mean,
Because I
maybe
don't have
maybe
room
you're
in weapons.
really hoping that you
It's-
could wear them defensively.
It's because I don't have room in weapons. That's
Okay.
why I was doing that.
No worries.
You can
Hmm.
always
you just
Yeah.
want a really big brass
I'm
knuckle
gonna
that can
just-
run
Right.
around you.
Mhm.
You can modify the unarmed entry that's there automatically.
That's
if
what
you
I'm
want to just
doing.
Make
Mhm.
that your...
Yep. Great.
'cause I
Yeah.
don't think anybody wants to go
Currently.
up and slap the Queen of Ogian, so...
Mhm.
Don't you
I mean,
speak for
okay.
all of us?
All right. So, Lark or Akujin, who's
Lark.
our penultimate? Okay,
Okay.
Lark.
I
What
should
is?
note that was only my first of 2.
Oh shit! Yep, that was only your first of 2. My mistake. What's Phage's second gig?
Her second thing is coordination, which means that she's probably speaking with Winter about making sure that Summer's snipers and anyone else who is fighting is able to get in there, because Winter are the ones who will have the passages and ways in.
Yeah. So your discussion with Winter is go ahead and give me I'm gonna say presence, and you can either do politics or persuasion. You are at a -1 for this.
We'll do politics.
Jack, really quick, while
Mhm.
Shawnee's rolling that, I didn't have anything to spend experience on before the stream started, and I apologize for doing this really late. But
Yeah, you go for it.
could I spend my last 4 experience to get the 2 dots of the Berserker supplemental style? I meet all the requirements for
Which
it.
book is that in?
This is Armory Reloaded. It's on page
Armory
113.
Reloaded.
Um,
Let me look.
my heavy sword style works as a supplemental style, as a style for it to supplement. I have 3 dots of resolve. I have 3 dots of stamina. 4 XP gets me 2 dots of Berserker, which would get me Strength in the Fury, which gives me an extra when I enter a rage, which has mechanical. If any of you present a more appealing target than my enemy, that might be dangerous, but I don't think that's possible. But Strength in the Fury gives me an extra die when I do an all-out attack. And Adrenaline Rush
Okay.
lets me ignore bashing, or lets me gain additional point of armor specifically against bashing and lethal attacks when I'm raging. And I feel like
Okay.
with Wrath as his particular emotional vice, and the level of anger that he's been expressing whenever the Fae have been present, it fits.
All right. So you would be spending 2 XP for your first dot. You could get Strength in the Fury with 2.
Right.
Yeah.
I
mhm.
would
So
only
you'd
have
you'd
first one.
only be able to buy the first dot of it, but you could. Yes.
Okay, then I'll do that.
All right. Sounds good. So that's 2 XP for that merit.
I forgot you have to buy them sequentially.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, you can.
And I had 2 successes on my
2
interaction with
successes.
Winter.
What you get from Winter is they will do their best to engage on both infill and exfil. And they're going to have some people on site to be doing if it comes down to flanking and skirmishing tactics, that's where they're good at there. But they will do what they can to get the doors open. They are also going to be on standby with vehicles posted for if and when A, things go tits up, or B, things finalize out and we need to get our asses out of here because Winter is under no delusions that this fight is not going to draw mortal attention pretty darn fucking quick.
Yeah.
So once the dust settles, if anybody's still standing, they're going to need to get the fuck out. And Winter says they'll be on board to make sure that those people can. They'll have some people in to do as much backstabbery as possible. And they'll have everything they can get set to get people in and to get people out after the fact.
All right.
Okay. So you managed to get Winter on board for at least those sort of 3 elements of this engagement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is exactly what I needed them to do anyway. So
Fantastic. All right. What's Lark doing for these 2 days?
The first thing she's doing is she was talking with Drummond. She wants to try to set up a watch
Okay.
with the birds, keeping an eye on the stadium, but also groups of birds just keeping eyes on various places throughout the city because
Okay.
weird stuff is going on throughout the city,
Sure.
and see if someone can check in with her every 2 hours
All right.
to give her
Give
updates.
me a presence or manipulation
Okay.
and persuasion.
4 successes.
Absolutely. Drummond gets an entire network of his eyes in the sky, all of his avian observers, and yeah, he's feeding you live updates at least every 2 hours,
Okay.
wherever he can find you. The city is growing both tense and volatile. You start hearing emotions get ramped up across the city, but not in a way that feels helpful to the changelings within. Things are getting chaotic, things are getting disorderly, but not in a way that's like, oh, I can snag some glamour here, or that sort of, it's getting dangerous out there. Violence begins to break out without really in unpredictable ways and times, and then and then everything just drops away. But city networks and infrastructure is strained. Emergency vehicles are constantly running back and forth, and never seem to be in the right place at the right time until after the fact and having to clean up. The Baltimore is on the edge, and everything seems to be coming apart at the seams almost. So that's your first thing. What's your second thing?
She wants to get the members of her entitlement together,
Okay.
and she wants them to sing, practice, get a feel for everyone else's vocals, and work on using this to benefit the freehold.
Okay, go ahead and give me presence and expression then.
Two successes.
You guys frequently begin to figure out different ways to utilize the new tools that are at your disposal. With the connection established, are you trying to induct anybody else over this 2-day period?
Yeah. I think especially because there's probably some interest since Phage introduced us at the Commons.
Mm-hmm.
She will go ahead and start inducting some of the other people who had auditioned for her.
Okay. You can get 2 more people in the into the entitlement then with those 2 successes over the time as well.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, everything that you're able to divine points toward sometime around moonrise on this particular day in question is when you can expect shit to just begin to devolve. So you want to be ready.
Okay.
All right.
She will pass that on to Phage.
Fantastic.
And yeah, Phage is distributing the warnings to everyone who needs it whenever she gets an update from the Collegium.
Okay. Excellent.
She is not keeping that shit to herself. Everyone needs to know this shit so they can react to it.
Okay. Excellent. And then oxygen.
So first I go to the Fort, what's its name?
Fort McHenry.
Fort
For
McHenry.
the summer leaders.
For
the summer
summers.
leadership.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Assuming that they might be busy for a few minutes before they can come see me when I ask for them, he'll probably spend any time he has to wait, and any time he has to be waiting for them in the armory, just staring at that suit of armor. Just cigarette
Legit.
in mouth, just staring at it while waiting
Okay.
until I get there.
Papa Sledge will come in. Oxygen. Needed to talk.
Hey, Sledge.
War Dancer's tying up some ends, but she'll be here in a few. What's going on?
Honestly, I want to talk to both of you, mostly about what our plans are. I understand there's going to be an army. I just primarily wanted to know how everyone was planning on deploying.
As far as that goes, it depends on what sort of infill we can get. But once we're in the stadium, we're going to have... Okay, look, I'm going to assume that there are 2 likely theaters of war here happening. Either whatever event is going down that this gentry has in the works is most likely, I would presume, happening on the field, which means that it's going to be numbers on numbers, and it's going to devolve pretty quickly into just an all-out scrum. So we're just going to have as many people as we can there, kitted out for open. Now, if we can get in ahead of time and set up, I'm going to have people posted probably halfway up. You've heard about these muzzle loaders,
Yeah,
with the iron rounds. Problem with that is that you've got a very low rate of fire. So we've been having people practice, and we've got our best shots on that. We have them set up with this is we do not have enough guns that we can do the old colonial era,
Right.
one line rips out a blast and then you just have a constant reload and just try and keep up a good rate of fire. So we're going to be going for very slow but hopefully precise fire.
So if she's
So
on
we're
the
going to have them posted on mid-level, so you've got decent spot without being too far away and having your back to the wall.
what we're going to need to do then is have somebody occupying the Queen of Ogian so they can get a clean shot off.
I mean,
Which brings me to the second reason why I'm here and why I want to wait for War Dancer to get out here.
as the door opens, yeah, what's going on?
So I got a favor to ask the two of you.
All right.
When we get in there, I'm going to do my best to beeline for the Queen.
Okay.
I need the two of you to keep your eyes on me. Because if I fail to do anything, or if I fall, whatever you see happen is going to be valuable information. I hope I can keep her occupied long enough for someone in the stands to take a shot at her. Honestly, I hope that I can kill her. But in the event that that doesn't happen, someone's going to have to run out there to replace me. And they're going to need to know what you see. The three of us, I'm pretty confident, are the best fighters in the court. And the two of you are far more important to the court than I am. So you can't go out there. But you can watch. And pass it on.
Go ahead and give me I'm going to say resolve and persuasion roll. You can add your summered status dots.
Could it make it resolve an expression with my leadership specialty?
This isn't you trying to put on a performance.
Yeah.
This is you trying to convince your leadership effectively. So yeah, no, it's gonna have to be
So,
persuasion.
I have no dots in persuasion.
Okay.
So I will spend a willpower on this.
All right.
And yeah, add my summer status, which is 4.
Okay.
So it's going to be a total of -1 and then plus
It'll be +6 total.
6. Yeah, okay, plus 6. So, well, the sheet already takes out -1 automatically.
Yes,
so
it
it'll be
should.
+7.
It should do the.
Yes,
It
yeah,
should
so
do
you
it.
do the full +7. Yeah, because it'll do
Yep.
it automatically.
Oh, hang
Yeah,
on.
you
Hang
rolled that
on,
as a chance die.
Yeah, let me not do
it's
that.
not as it's
Do that
it's
again.
not
No,
as.
I still had to sit on a chance die from whatever the last thing I rolled was.
Yeah.
All right. 1 success. 10 dice. 9 dice. 1 success.
All right.
You like that sometimes?
Yeah. We can work that into the strategy. You're going to take a face-to-face direct solo attempt. We will have backup ready for you, and any spare reinforcements we have will be prepared to take a step in if things go south or if you get bitch slapped into the dirt immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a decent tactical approach, and I think that'll dovetail in reasonably well with the strategies we have for the court.
And with that, just make sure none of our more hair trigger folks tries to follow me in before it's time.
All right, we'll get the word around. No battle plan survives, etc., etc. But
Obviously,
yeah,
yeah.
this is the strategy going in.
Take another drag of the cigarette, start walking towards the exit. Stop before he leaves, looks back at them. Do either of you believe in redemption?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
He just nods and continues walking out.
Hey.
Yeah.
You weren't going to ask?
Ask what?
Take the fucking armor, dumbass.
He'll shrug and go over to get it.
Okay. Now, let me find where I hid it. Okay, here we go. Miasma Shroud. Go ahead and put this on your character sheet. Rating 2-2, required strength 1, obviously. While wearing this armor, you can either make a weird roll to activate it or just spend a point of willpower to get a +1 to either stealth or intimidation dice pools for the rest of the day.
It's actively worse than my riot gear, but I'm taking it anyways for the flavor.
Alrighty. But it doesn't give you any of the penalties that the riot gear does.
Fair.
So.
And then after that, I'm gathering up the squires.
Okay. You get all them assembled. Everybody has gotten their token by this point.
So yeah, circle up, pull my sword out, tip down.
Chung, 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 chung. Responding.
All right. So you all know what's happening soon.
Yep. Yeah.
We're going to get the chance to do what we swore we would do. We're going to have to disperse ourselves because the keyhole doesn't have enough weapons like ours. Limited numbers of hand wrought iron, limited numbers of rounds for the guns that can fire it, and limited numbers of any sort of melee weapon. So, for fighting against our enemy, we have the biggest sticks, and we need to make sure we apply them liberally to the crowd. We don't know how many people there are. But remember, we're defenders, not avengers. So each of you pick a group of people that don't look as tough as you and stick by them. Make sure as many of our people as possible get through this alive. I've already told War Dancer and Sledge. I'm going to talk with my Motley about it soon, but when the fighting begins, I'm making a beeline for the Queen. And I'm going to do my best to hold her still so that our people with guns can fill her full of holes. Or that I can cut her down, or that anything happens. If I fall, do not fall after me. Baltimore is going to need the squires. Got it?
Yeah. All right. Got it, Captain.
All right. Let's do it. And then he just puts the sword back away.
Okay.
And heads to meet up with the others.
All right. So. You're all either together or scattered throughout the night gallery. What is Phage doing to make sure here in this last moment that her motley has the best chance of success.
Phage is sort of at one of the tables poring over with presumably Ledger and Papa Sledge the plans for infill and exfil, and getting everyone in. She has she has like a shot sitting on the table next to her that she hasn't touched since it was set down, with everyone having, drinks placed in front of them as they go over plans. And what her hand hasn't left this entire time is sort of like her left hand is sort of just drumming on the face of it, is this golden mask that's been laid out on the table in front of her as she sort of drums fingers on it as she's going over plans. The queen's going to be coming after me, and I'm going to give her something to come after. It'll draw her attention, and the rest of her army's going to have a hard time dealing with me. Which means it'll be easier to coordinate knowing where she's going. If anything comes out of this, try and keep the rest of them alive. I know Akajin and I are throwing ourselves into the grinder here, but none of them deserve this.
Sledge kind of gives a bit of a grin. So you're going to make yourself the target.
If I'm the bait, I'm an easy bait to spot.
Your motley mate is our hammer.
I'll let her come to me. He'll crash in when he can.
You are armed on this one. Let him take the hit. But work out between the two of you how that's going to go. Because, yeah, wouldn't be surprised. But as queen, look, I don't expect you to not be present, obviously. And you are, I know, solid in a fight. But work out with him because, look, Dancer and I have put together the best tactics and backup plans and everything. None of them require the Vernal Sovereign on the front line. All right? I'm not saying they won't benefit from it, but none of them need it. And you are good in a fight, but there are plenty of things you can do that are also not frontline stuff. All right?
I don't intend to wade in.
Good.
If I'm good, and if I'm doing my job,
I know you're
right,
ready to wade in if you need to.
yeah, I will be. But if I'm doing my job right, and this thing works, she says, tapping the mask, I'm going to draw her out. Because if the rest of her army can't even so much as stand in front of me, and I will be a very obvious target, she'll have to deal with it herself.
All right, then. Well, we've got all of our people. gearing up here, some elsewhere, and when we can get in, we will, which is gonna be any minute now. Leaffinger, kind of listening to all of this, gives a little bit of a nod, a half grin. Remember when your Motley thought I was the worst thing, the really asshole bad guy they were gonna have to deal with?
I mean, you're still a fucking asshole.
Well, yes, but I'm a helpful asshole at
Oh, you
least.
are absolutely a helpful asshole. And if I don't make it out of here, you're in charge until we can figure out who the new spring sovereign is.
Sure, yeah, whatever. All right. Well, anyway, I will have people ready to try and save as many of us from this when we all go down.
Don't die.
Do I look like the sort of person that makes last stands?
Maybe it's a good thing you weren't wearing the crown this season.
Would have been an interestingly different, probably, situation that we'd be going into, but I mean, look, I still would have been putting up as best a defense as we could, but I would be much more. Don't even worry about it.
She finally takes that shot and just downs it, slams it on the table. All right. Almost time to get to work.
Work. He takes his own shot, tosses it back. Party on, Your Majesty.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one. She
And
says, she
he
just cracks her
heads out
knuckles.
the room. All right. Where are the rest of you getting together then?
Wherever it is, I'm trying to talk to Megan.
Okay.
Okay.
Megan,
Yeah, what's up?
I want to go over battle plans with you real quick.
All right.
So, not knowing what we're facing, I'm going to need your help with something. When we get in there, and once we've spotted, or she's made her entrance or whatever, the Queen of Ogian, I'm going to beeline for her and try to hold her still so long as until our shooters can shoot her
Mm-hmm.
or blades kill her, whatever. I need you to help keep the rest of her forces off me, or at least as best as you can. You and Phage are the two other good fighters in our motley, and Phage is the queen. So it's got to be you.
All right. So, first of all, do you really I dare you. I dare you to go try and tell Phage that she's not going with you. If that's what you were saying.
She has to stay away from the front
Tell her.
lines. I will.
Tell her.
I will.
I have been arguing this for months. She refuses to.
I know.
And if you do manage to make that, if you do manage to convince that, at least one person should be with you there. This is not a one-on-one fight. You won't even hold her off for a second.
I won't be in a state of mind to fight with someone next to me. That would be dangerous for them.
And if you die almost immediately and someone has to run up there, she'll have time.
War Dancer and Sledge are going to be keeping an eye on the fight. And they're going to, as soon as I fall, if I fall, take whatever they learn from watching it pass it to the next one, and send them in. There will be someone to take my place. But I am, and this is not a brag, the best fighter in the Keyhold. That isn't irreplaceable. I have to be the first one in.
But you don't have to be the only one in.
That's why I'm asking for your help. You're gonna be. I can't fight with enemies on my back. Not effectively. That's why I need you to keep them off me. You're the one going in with me functionally.
Hmm.
This isn't a suicide run. This is our best option to hold her still long enough for someone to shoot her in the fucking head.
I will go in to back you up. But you cannot make me promise not to get involved.
No plan lasts beyond contact with the enemy.
All right. I will go in with you. I will try to stick to that. Don't expect it to happen, but I will do what I can. Now, good luck convincing.
That's my next stop. He's just putting a cigarette in his mouth and walking towards Phage.
Have fucking fun.
Meanwhile, all of you guys are here in the night gallery, and time is growing short. A swarm of vehicles doesn't have this is a big disorderly city, so they are cramming as many people in as few vehicles as possible to head towards the stadium. And moonrise is approaching. So I'm going to say Akujin and Phage's discussion is going to happen on the road as everybody's starting to get loaded. You guys will be in the same vehicle.
Yep.
Who else is in the car with him?
I will.
Okay.
See the entire motley,
Amazing.
probably.
Sure. Let's go with
Yeah.
that then.
There,
right.
I was going to say, there's no way that I'm not watching this.
Yeah.
Okay. Dusk is falling. Headlights are on. And changeling vehicles start to all converge.
And yeah, Akujin, as opposed to his normal biker leathers, is wearing this black, like black as darkness, half plate that has this shadowy fog emanating from it as if it was a cloak. And his mask is, or his mien is in full, like, warrior mode. He's got his mantle is completely visible to anyone that's looking at it, and it's this bluish orange flame that mixes in with the shadowy cloak of the armor, and comes complete with not a proper like crown, but like a warrior's crown, which is this just two spikes connected to a band hovering around his forehead. And he looks significantly more demonic than he normally does.
10 seconds.
And then there goes Phage.
Okay.
And he will say something to Phage when Phage gets back.
All right. What are the rest of you saying? Or is it dead silent in the vehicle as you guys drive? Stadium starting to loom in the distance.
Are there lights on in the stadium?
No. Only the sort of ambient. It's not like stadium lights at all
Right.
are
Okay.
on.
There we go.
But
There's
there are
like the
lights.
auxiliary lights.
Yeah, there's lights
Okay.
present in the
Gotcha.
immediate area, though.
I was just checking.
Is Liz getting ready for a panamancy?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Contemplating.
Do any of the members of the Choral Collegium want to help this panamancy role?
Sure.
Yeah, if possible.
What song do you guys sing? Do you think?
I know Lark has some original songs. I'm not sure about Alana.
Alana has a lot of original songs that she's
Yeah.
written.
Well,
You
you know
think-
that Liz prefers really bad bagpipe music specifically, so just keep that in mind.
I
Emulate
mean, would she
bagpipes.
settle for something Celtic?
Yeah, like
I
an-
guess.
an Irish sea shanty or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Look,
about to say there's one particular song that is Irish that is very important to this motley.
The
The Parting
Parting
Glass.
Glass.
I mean-
That would probably be a good one.
I was gonna argue for, I don't know, Kesha's Die Young or Bob Dylan Knocking on Heaven's Door.
I want Down with the
Candle
Sickness.
in the Wind.
I want Down with the Sickness, and I want Alana to do the ooh ah ah part.
Crossroads if we want to get a little hip hop into it.
Somebody settles on a song. One of you can give me a presence and expression roll. If you get a success, at least one, Liz gets +2 to her panamancy.
How's your presence and expression?
9.
Mine is, if I can add 8, so you do it.
I don't think I get my 9 against for this because I'm not actively moving. Three successes.
All right. Liz, roll me wits and composure +2.
Sweet.
As you hear these notes and lyrics and melody emanate from your motley mates.
Can I spend
Mouth.
willpower on this?
No.
Okay. 3 successes.
All right. Is Liz posing a question in particular that she's trying to get a lead on, or just a general?
Ooh. She's trying to understand the mechanical parts of what is going to happen. She's a mechanic. She like there are gears and like one thing leads to another, like the domino effect. She wants to know where things are weak there.
Okay.
In the chain of events that is to come.
With 3 successes, I'll say you get sort of 3 impulses, phrases, or clues, hints for things ahead
Okay.
that you will have to interpret. A whisper, the first one. An army fresh grown returns to its home. Bend the knee or from the city flee. Drifts across the wind. That which was lost to the queen returns with the queen. And what does Akajin say to Phage?
Yeah. So while they're singing and staring at things, Phage,
Hmm.
you know what I'm about to say?
I've got some ideas. Shoot.
You've already talked to Sledge, so you know what the
Oh, yeah.
plan is.
Yeah. And I already know how I'm helping out.
How are you helping out?
Being bait.
Bait means that you have to not go to them.
No. I'll be letting her come to me. Because she's going to come to me.
So you'll be staying behind the lines.
At the very least, not in the thick of it. I have no intention of wading in immediately. But when the army can't deal with me, she's going to have to. He said, she's sort of tapping this golden mask across her knee.
Can I tell what that gold? Do I recognize that golden mask at all?
Give me intelligence and occult.
So you could have just said no.
Well, I'm going to actually give you a +1 on this, because this is a battle token, technically, to an extent. It's very summer flavored, even if it's not summer specific.
One success.
Phage, what you got there?
This mask is known as the Visage of Glory.
It's very summer
flavored. When worn, hobgoblins cannot attack the changeling physically unless they attack them first.
So any hob allies that are brought along with this might get fucked.
So looking at it, I'll go, that'll stop the hobs, if there are any. Will it stop the possessed?
No, but they're not the threat. The threat are the beasts of the hedge, the big things, the hobs, the creatures that she'll bring with her, and her herself.
I mean, the girl with thorns sticking out of her arm is a pretty big threat and not a hob.
Burn her the fuck down.
So yeah.
But she's going to send the important things, the things that can get around this, after me. And if those don't work, she'll come after me herself.
When there's an opening, I'm going to make a beeline for her and try to hold her still. Megan's going to follow me and help out, keeping the army off me.
The best way you're going to be able to do that is if we could draw her out from the rest of her forces.
True.
Which means I need you to kill anything that tries to come for me until she starts moving.
That's what your clavigers are for.
Yeah. But if you do it, you make an impression.
Honestly, I'd rather take her by surprise, if I can.
Fair, but don't waste your blade waiting for a moment.
No.
I think she's bringing fresh changelings.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Phage.
Yeah, god damn it. I wasn't going to say it because I think we all knew it was coming.
The
You didn't have to put the words in the air.
The thoughts crossed my mind, aye. If I can do something about that, I will. But I don't know that I can.
Just make sure you don't do anything stupid. I know you love her, but
I'm about to be a big fucking target. I don't know how much room I'm going to have for things that aren't stupid.
We're not running away to another state right now. We're all already doing something stupid. That's what this motley does.
you know, I'm not saying this is the primary goal because we know what the primary goal is. But this is a weird opportunity to rescue a whole bunch of changelings
Yeah.
in one fell swoop. And
If you see a changeling and they're fighting us, take them alive.
What?
As in get them away from everyone as in get them away from this fucking fight alive, not killed.
If you have to knock them out, but don't kill, is what she's saying.
yeah,
Don't kill changelings.
We don't capture people.
we do if they were like us.
Changelings, they're like us, Liz.
We're not capturing.
We could have very easily been on that the other side of this battle if we hadn't escaped.
It's not a capture, it's a liberation.
There you go.
That's only if they view it that way.
Fair.
They're not going to.
No, they're not. But they won't
Not
have
at
the they
first.
won't have the option to view it any other way if we kill them.
And you pull up. Communications have been flying back and forth. Autumn is preparing whatever enchantments they can. You see a couple changelings in large, like those 15 passenger vans. Ones that you know are Winter, who are ready for evac options, parked a little further out. And almost 60 or so individuals assemble at a location, a loading dock that Winter has apparently prepared. And everybody starts unloading. The area is dimly lit, quiet, and you can hear a muffled city around you. Distant sirens, bits of traffic, but darkling contracts begin to be activated, and stealth becomes paramount as you guys start to get funneled in to a quiet stadium, only mildly lit by ambient industrial lighting, and start to get positioned.
If we activate contracts that last for a scene now when we're setting up, will they last through the battle?
This is about the time that you would start that, yes.
Okay.
So if you've got something to activate,
I have several things to activate.
tell me your first one.
So first is Armor of the Element.
Roll it.
Holding my sword, which is made of metal.
Yep.
That's the only one I'm calling on. So I qualify for the catch.
Yep.
Can you spend willpower when activating to increase your die pool, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you didn't have to spend willpower to activate the thing.
No.
Yes.
I don't have to spend willpower for this.
Weird question. Is the grass in here real grass or is it turf?
Turf.
Okay.
And you guys are filing through the stadium. Are you headed for the seats? Are you setting up on the field itself? Where are you positioning your motley, Phage?
Phage is gonna set up like in the front row of the stands at about the halfway point so that she's got a good view of the entire area.
Okay. It's about 20 minutes till moonrise. And your phone rings.
He picks it up.
Phage, I've got a lead. It's Regina. I've got a lead on Paige. I got a voicemail from her. She says she got out. She didn't give me much detail. It's weird. It is her voice on my voicemail, but it wasn't her phone. She says she's up by Stony Run Park and she needs people to come and get her.
All right. I'll be out there shortly. Go.
Go? Myself? You're not gonna.
I'm going. I am going.
Oh,
If
okay.
if you're going to go there, do it, but I'm going as well.
Okay. No. I thought we should get some people to. Can you meet me there? Great. Okay.
I will. If I can't get there immediately, I'm gonna get someone there. I'm not letting that lie.
Give me a either manipulation and subterfuge if you don't actually intend to go, or a presence and persuasion if you do actually intend to leave this up to your motley and go off yourself.
She's smarter than that. 2 successes.
You really thought I'd buy it, didn't you?
The fuck do you mean? I'm absolutely not leaving that behind.
You really thought I'd buy it.
I mean, you really thought I'd buy that, you fucking frozen bitch?
There's a crackle. And the large team entry, the far end of the stadium, ripples. And the barrier shifts to show the hedge. Cell phone to her ear, Regina steps out. And the foes have arrived to play their part.
I should have fucking snapped your neck the first time I saw you.
Killed the friend of your paramour?
Killed a snake in the grass.
Well, I figured we'd meet eventually. And you see her form ripple. The fingers fracture into more than the 5 for a human hand. As Regina's form expands and she rises to her full height. Phone drops to the grass as row after row of figures steps out. The ritual of blood begins. It's this massive ogre. Tilts its head up, stepping out next to her. You see other changelings of various kiths and seemings, beast and darkling, wizened and fairest, all striding out, almost 100 strong, you would guess, by estimation.
There are no
Everybody give
hobgoblins
me
here.
a wits and composure. Phage, you get a +2 to this.
Do I have my detriment to it?
Yes.
3 successes.
3 successes. 1 success, 1 success.
2 successes.
2 successes.
1 success.
1 success. And 1. Her army of 1. These are all changelings, all different changelings. And all of them bleeding through the mean. You can see the faint mask. All of them have kind of dark curly hair, darker skin. Page, kill your city. And they rush forward. And that's where we're going to take a break and come back with some initiative.
Those of you that are watching live, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. And remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back. A dinosaur story.
Okay, so battle is joined as the Queen of Ogion's army lunges out of the hedge, and you guys roll initiative. Start with Phage. Just so I can write these down. So 9.
9.
Okay. Megan. 11. Oxygen.
14.
14. Pretty good. Alana. 16. Nice. Liz.
17.
Damn. All right, Lark.
Rolling 18.
Yeah, give us.
That's yeah.
That's not an 18.
I'm
I had
sorry.
one job.
I didn't though.
I mean, Lark can't roll
I
an
actually
18.
have quite a few jobs.
Okay.
Yes, but it's funnier if I say you had one job.
But it's false.
When have we ever said true things?
Okay. So we are going to be going Liz, Queen of Ogion, Alana. Yep. And then Akajan, the Page of Blades, Megan, Lark, Phage, and then the Hunter of the Hedge. Okay.
Is the Page of Blades all the changelings other than the hunter?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Don't worry. There's a lot of other changelings here as well. So
Yeah.
not all 70 some of them are attacking you guys. Otherwise, this would be a very quick finale. It's called Survive Until They Get to Go, and then everybody's dead.
it's called Run.
Yeah. All right.
Megan gets to beat up the
and
page.
For thematic reference of what I had mentioned to Jack over the break at the start of the fight, for everyone else, as the fight breaks out, Phage pulls that golden mask that looks monstrous and tusked and puts it on her face, and it sort of latches in place and seals itself on, and then the off-wig scar, the leaves around it begin to rustle as she spends the glamour and increases her size by 1. And her entire frame bulks out with size and strength as she uses the roaring rampage of terrible revenge, and increases her strength, stamina, armor, and initiative by 2 for the rest of the scene.
There you go. Alrighty. So we're starting with Liz.
Yep. I'm gonna dodge.
Okay.
Valid.
Sounds good. Okay. The Queen of Ogion is going to stride forward. She makes a ripping motion with both of her hands in the air. What is Phage's just defense, not armor?
2 baseline.
2. All right. So she only gets 6 dice to this. A jolt of summer lightning rips out rips out of the sky. You take 5 bashing damage as a bolt of electricity slams into you. She didn't get any 10s, but on 6 dice, only one of them was a 7. The rest were 8s and 9s. That's insane. Okay.
Nice.
That's her turn, though.
That's fine. I can take another one of those and still not be any. I'm not taking moon thresholds.
Good. Alana, that's you.
Does my armor reduce that damage at all?
No. This
Okay.
is, since it's electricity, does not care about armor.
Alana has a speed of 10. I would like to go her entire distance into the crowd and just start wailing on someone.
Okay. Sure. So you're just attacking whichever of the pages is closest? Effectively? Or are you
Yeah.
just hitting somebody, maybe another, maybe
No,
like a
what-
winter courtier or somebody.
As tempting as that is, no, yeah, she's going after one of the many page clones.
Okay, go
And
ahead.
she would like
and-
to use the
Mhm.
third dot of Kung Fu for defensive attack.
Okay.
It subtracts 2 from my roll to hit, but it ups my defense by 2 for the
Oh,
the
very
round.
good. Okay. All right. So, you are going to be rolling dexterity and brawl. Are you using any weapons as a part of this or just
My brass knuckles.
okay?
Well, my
so make sure,
iron knuckles.
right, make sure you have that selected as well then. And have it on an attack roll. Their armor is 3, their defense is 3, so you are at a -8 for this. Because of the defensive.
Cool. Alana cannot fight in this fight.
You should have a chance die.
I was gonna say you
That's
get
it.
Yeah, you can roll a chance die if you want, or you can forego the defensive to get those other 2 dice back.
That
You can
still
spend
puts me at a chance die.
you can spend willpower. There's
Yeah, no, we'll spend willpower.
Okay.
So if I do that and I have my brawl, and then I add in my specialty for Kung Fu, that
Mhm.
-8 becomes -4.
Okay, there you go.
Are you adding one of your attributes to it as well?
Strength or should be Dex and Brawl.
Yeah, it should be Dex and Brawl.
Yeah.
Why is it not letting me? Hold on. Why are you not?
Are you doing an attack roll on the sheet?
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah. There we go. I figured it out. -4. 1 damage.
You hit it. All right, very good. All right, mark 1 off there. Yeah, you just wind through the crowd
Oh
and
shit!
just cross over one of them in front of you. Okay.
I should point out, by the way,
Mhm.
are all of our opponents armed?
Yes.
Then my initiative is actually 14.
Oh, okay.
Krav Maga level 1. You gain a bonus for your initiative equal to your brawl when fighting armed opponents.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I beat ties.
Yes, you do.
Because I
Okay.
think that's like 2 or 4 or something.
Right. Yep. Okay. So Megan will be up next, actually. Then. Yep.
Actually, in fairness, I think the only person whose tie I beat is Akajin, and
Mhm.
I'm going to make a roll to see if I let Akajin go first
because of conversations and shit.
because of conversations and shit. Otherwise, I wouldn't be. Okay, I'm gonna let Akajin go first.
All right, Akujin, you're up
Mara,
first.
you handed out goblin fruit to most people, didn't you?
Yes. Actually, can I say, because I should have said this earlier, but I was gonna hand soothe saps out to people.
Sure. How many of those did you have?
I have
You gave
I
me
have 2
one
to
and
give
a wood
away.
apple already.
1 to Phage and 1 to Megan.
Okay.
What is this?
Soothe sap. It's the
It
healing fruit.
Should be in.
Yeah, just let me know where it
handouts.
is. If it's in
It's
handouts, then I'll
Here,
find
let
it.
me give you
No,
all a
it's-
list of goblin fruit.
under tokens, and it says goblin
Okay,
fruit,
so
and it's
I
this
need-
one.
I need a clarification really quick, Jack.
Yeah.
What kind of action is attacking with a sword?
Instant action.
Okay, so so I can't rage and attack at the same time. Okay. My speed is 11. Would I be able to get to the Queen of Ogian?
No, you would need at least this turn, and you would need to spend all of this turn moving. And if she doesn't move, you'd need your move on the next turn, but you'd still have your action left
Okay. So
to
yeah.
get to her.
So yeah, he just shoulders the Zweihander, and begins charging directly at her, moving around any enemies that get in the way, trusting that Megan will keep them off his back.
Yep.
As
Go
I'm
ahead and
doing
give
that,
me
I'm
a
going to
strength and athletics for getting through a charging crowd of weaponed people as you try and dive the back line.
I'm going to spend 1 glamour on my 1 glamour to up my strength to 5.
Okay.
Just because I'm an ogre.
Yeah.
I'm also going to use. I'm going to use Pursuer's 7 League Leap reflexively.
Okay.
Spending a glamour for that, unless the Queen of Ogian is considered an Oathbreaker.
No, she is not.
I will spend. I'll spend a willpower on this too.
Did you give us that handout for the Goblin Fruits?
Yeah, it popped up a second ago.
Yeah, so yeah, it's under the tokens folder. Goblin fruit. Everybody should
I
have
only
access.
have apparel in
So-
tokens.
I have
folder.
apparel and weapons.
For every
Hit show to players on the
Yeah,
on
I
the thing.
did.
I
For some
saw
reason.
it.
I saw
Here,
it.
let me just.
Okay. I'm just gonna give it to all players, and there we go.
There we go.
It's also in chat.
So for each success, the changeling can jump 15 feet horizontally or 8 feet vertically.
Okay.
So
45 feet.
yeah, would that get me to the
15
queen?
feet. Yeah, you're up in your grill now.
So yeah, so leap, land on her while activating this Zweihander in the air, and I'm going to be coming down into an attack.
Okay. Her considering armor and defense and everything, you are at a -7 for this one.
Okay. I'm going to be reflexively activating Mind of the Terrible Brute.
Okay.
I'm spending a glamour on that because I'm not fighting multiple opponents right now, or not with my bare hands, anyways.
What's your weird? Because that limits the amount of glamour you can spend in one turn.
2.
Your weird is 2. I don't know if you've got.
I spent one to leap, and now 1 for might.
Yeah, I don't think you
They
can.
should
at
be able
weird,
to pull that one off at 2.
I was gonna say a weird 2. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, let me
Weird
look.
chart.
Just
Weird per turn is glamour per turn is 2.
okay. Cool. Yep, you're still good.
Unless activating my Seeming Blessing qualifies against that limit.
Did you have to spend a glamour for it?
You spend it. Yeah, you spend a glamour to increase. your
Okay, yeah.
strength
So that
for
would put
one
you
action.
at 3. Yeah, so that would put you at 3. So
Okay,
you would have
so
to
then-
forego one of those 3.
I'll forego spending it on the strength because that didn't affect the jump.
Okay.
And because I'm about to potentially increase my strength anyways.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend another willpower on this. Just burning
yep,
through willpower,
okay.
unless there's a limit on that.
You only spend 1 willpower per roll, but not per turn.
Yeah.
I believe.
mhm.
So you can't spend a willpower on a thing that costs a willpower to do.
Right.
But
which
if it
this
doesn't cost a willpower, you can always spend it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless it's, yeah.
5 successes.
Hey,
That's an exceptional
Okay.
success. So with exceptional success, I also gain 8 again for the next action I use while using a strength-based dice pool. That's plus
Yes, you
5 to
do.
my strength, because make my strength 9. And then plus 8 again on the roll. So 9 strength, 5 weaponry, 6 from the broken blade, plus 1 for my specialization in swords. Makes
14, 20, 21. Yeah, you're at 21 right now, and then it's -6,
-7.
-7.
So
So it would be
defense is
back to
5, and she's
14.
got 2 points of armor.
okay,
So you're at 14 dice.
so
And
strength.
that's unless you spend another willpower to get another 3 on top of that.
Yeah, I'll spend another willpower.
So you'd be at 17 dice for this attack.
So overall, with my 5, 5, and 6 from the broken blade, that's plus 1 to the roll that I'm about to make.
Yes.
Make sure you've got 8 again selected.
With 8 again selected, yes. Okay. It's an attack roll. It's 8 agains. It is my broken blade. +1.
Are we including the minus
That's
for?
that's adding.
Yeah,
That's all the additions and minuses that I've just thrown in. I've
Yeah,
overcome her defenses with 1
Okay.
extra.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
14 damage.
Fuck her up.
And it is
Amazing.
active, which means whatever that fucking means for this particular case. We're about to find out if the broken blade does anything to her.
Okay.
But
Okay, first of all, what the fuck was that roll?
Holy
agains, man.
shit!
8
Yep.
agains.
Eight
agains.
agains.
Is another
Every
die.
success explodes.
Yep.
I'm not counting the fact that it's 8 against. I'm saying, what the fuck is that roll?
this
That is
this is why
Akujin-
Akujin is the best fighter in the keyhold.
It's the fighting character getting to do their one fight in the season is what that role is.
Right, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is the numbers on the dice.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not talking about the number of dice, because we all know that's fantastic.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's just 9,
Yeah,
10,
a
10,
single
2, 8,
one.
10, 5, 9. Yeah, there's one in
There's
there.
a 1 in there. Because it's Akujin, so there has to be at least one 1 in there. Amazing.
So
Fuck him up.
in the middle of the transition, for those of you that were in the Winter War, Akujin, for the briefest of moments, looks like the demonic form of him. Oh wait, no, he's the only one that saw that. Never mind. He looks fairly demonic as he just enlarges, like does the cartoony like upper torso expansion enlargement, and just comes slamming down blade first into the queen.
Yep, absolutely. The hand comes up to block the blow. And with its extra fingers, by the time your strike finishes, she's only got 3 fingers left on the outside. The thumb and the entire front section of her hand is missing.
Actually,
There is a hissing intake of breath. Go ahead and give me a wits and composure.
Also, for another visual reference, right now he looks like Guts from Berserk in the Berserker armor. Wits and composure?
Mm-hmm.
Not 8 against. Five successes.
5 successes. On an exceptional success. You notice that it's not blood, though, that's coming out. There's something on your blade, but it's not blood there either. It's sapphires.
How many?
And there's a few crystals that are starting to clink out of the open, gaping wound.
How many
that
hands?
was one of her hands.
How many hands does she have?
3 and...
I mean, does she have originally?
Yeah, she had 4.
Okay. So looking up at her, she hisses, 1 down, 3 to go.
Amazing. Fantastic.
Told you I was going to take her
Right, you
hands
did
off.
say you were taking that bitch's hands.
I
Yeah.
said
You did.
that
You
like
mentioned-
episode 4.
Yep. Yeah. That blow, you think that blow would have killed any other individual in one shot that you know of. You're fighting a true Fae, so I think to Akujin's expectations, he wasn't really necessarily assuming,
No.
but it hit and it hurt. Absolutely. Okay. Mark off a few squares on that character.
Can I tell if I've gotten her attention?
Yeah, I was about to ask that question.
With an exceptional success on a wits and composure, I will say yes.
Okay, cool.
You have both her attention and her interest now.
Good. Now I just need the rest
Amazing.
of her hands.
Good luck.
All right. Hey, that brings us to Megan.
All right, I am also running
was
because I need to.
Courteously waiting for Akujin first.
Yep, I am running in because I plan. I am going to activate. I don't know how well this is going to go because I have to get an exceptional success for this to make much of a difference, but it might be useful regardless. I'm going to activate Tread Lightly.
Okay, there you go.
And I will spend my 1 willpower point
Amazing.
for this. Dex plus weird.
I've got
This is actually one higher than I have listed here. God damn it. Dex. Weird. Click weird. Thank you. +3. I'm excited to get 4 or 0.
Or 7. Have 7.
Or 7.
I feel like 7 is better than 4
So
or
my
0.
jumping speed is now doubled. Or my jumping distance is now doubled.
Okay.
I can't do an oxygen thing, but still.
But still,
Yep.
that's certainly
my-
not nothing.
I can jump twice as far and climb twice as fast for the rest of the scene, along with all the rest of the stuff that Tread likely gives me.
Right.
Which is, I'll just put it all in chat.
Apparently, the dice have so far decided that this fight ends quickly because everyone has rolled a bunch of successes, even the queen.
Okay.
And I am fucking bounding my way as far as I can get.
All right.
Also,
Fantastic.
out of narrative curiosity, not that any of us can necessarily see it, but what was War Dancer and Papa Sledge's reaction to that jump?
I mean, I feel like if anyone can see it, it's Phage currently.
I feel like Papa Sledge has somehow manifested a pair of golf gloves and is going. And War Dancer has manifested a piece of cardstock that just says 9.9 and is holding it up.
You didn't take the whole hand off. That would have been 10.
fair, that's fair,
That would have
that's
been
fair,
10.
that's
Yep,
fair.
right. Mhm. But still, really fucking good. Mm.
The Russian judge is over there with 5.2.
Right? Yeah. Mhm.
The number of
And the
fingers
Arcadian judge gives it a 3. Amazing. All right. So if you want to
I am their Accusation
broad
is so
jump.
far ahead currently.
Yeah,
that-
go ahead and give me a strength and athletics roll.
Okay. Boop. Strength. Athletics. Yay.
Okay. All right. 9. And okay, so normally that would let you jump 9 feet, but that was tripled, right?
Doubled, I believe.
Doubled. All right. That'll carry you 18 feet through the crowd. Plus your move would be all right. Yeah, she is basically one move action and an attack away. So you moved
Okay.
about twice as far, and you still have your action effectively for this round. So you could either burn your instant combat to close the distance, or you could do something else and try and get up in her grill next turn if she doesn't move.
I'm gonna burn to move and try and make sure if she tries to rush Phage, she's gonna run into me.
Okay, sounds good. Excellent.
Or if I can just position myself with the jumping to have done that.
Yeah, you absolutely can. All right. The pages go. Akajin, you're taking 2 attacks from the ones that are close to you.
My defense is 4, my armor is 4.
All right, so they're at a -8 for this, which would be
Oh, and they take damage if they hit me.
strength and weaponry. How much damage?
Half my weird.
Okay.
So
one.
1. But they just take a 1 lethal damage by hitting me if they hit me.
Gotcha. Okay. And you said your defense was
4.
4, and your armor is 2. Okay.
No, my armor is 4.
Oh, right,
Because of our armor of the
because you. Yep.
I've got my mantle gives me armor. My miasma shroud gives me 2 armor. The miasma shroud gives me 2 armor, and armor of the elements gives me another armor.
All right. You take 2 lethal as one of them jams a spear across and smashes it into your body. Taking half your weird as damage there.
Oh, I should have added another die to the hit on the Queen of Ogian, because my Summer Court Mantle adds 4 dice instead of 3 when spending willpower on strength-based rolls.
Ooh, go ahead and roll a die.
And so this will be 8 again.
Right.
What's the? Is it?
Just roll a d10.
I'm trying to figure out what the formula was, but 5, 7, 9.
5. So okay. All right. And then
2 lethal,
now
you
that
said?
you've taken 1 attack, your defense goes down by 1. Another one's coming around with a different weapon.
Good
Give
thing
me
I've got
those.
iron stamina. I'm not using.
You only take 1 more lethal damage, so you've taken a total of 3 lethal damage this turn.
I am not using my Fool's Guard because I am saving that for the Queen of Ogian.
Fair enough. Megan, somebody comes at you with a rapier.
Oh.
What's your defense and armor?
Armor is 1,
Okay.
I think. 1/0.
Okay.
Defense is 3.
All right, so they're at a -4 on that one. You take 2 lethal damage as one of them just whips out this needle-thin blade and jams it across your rib cage. Alana, you're getting a spear attack as well. What is your defense and
Because
arm?
of defensive strike, my defense is 4. I have an armor
Okay.
of 0 because Alana never thought to get armor before this fight.
No worries.
I'm
sure that won't be a problem later.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You take 1 lethal damage as another page, spear-wielding page, stabs you in the shoulder. And then another one comes up and just absolutely just decks you across the face as hard as possible.
I lose my defense because I've been attacked.
It only goes down by 1 per
Okay.
attack, but yeah. So you take 2 bashing as well. So 1 lethal, 2 bashing for Alana. And the rest of you, somebody's going to chuck a spear at Phage. What's Phage's defense and armor currently?
2 and 4 -1 because I've been attacked once, so 1 and 4.
Okay. So a total of -5 there. They'll spend a willpower. Why not? You take 2 lethal damage as the spear shaft just embeds itself in your torso, jamming a blade into your body a little bit. Liz, what's your armor and defense? You're getting a spear throw too.
6 defense, armor is 2/1.
Nice. You'll definitely have to spend a willpower on that one. You take 1 lethal damage. Lark, your defense and armor.
My defense is 2. My armor is, it says 2/3.
Okay. So -4. You'll spend a willpower. You take 4 lethal damage as somebody throws a spear at you. I say somebody. It's Paige.
It's a page.
It's always Paige.
It's Paige.
It's all Paige all the time.
It's
I mean,
Paige.
Okay. But Lark, it's your turn next.
Okay.
And you
Lark,
guys can see there's just a huge amount of infighting going back and forth. All the rest of the court's warriors that are fielded. Summer is in the mix, tossing things back and forth, trying to find openings and defenses. Blades, you hear gunfire going off, the whole nine.
Have any of the shots fired by Summer on the second
We
floor?
haven't gotten to
Okay.
their initiative
Got
yet.
it. Okay, cool.
They go right after Lark.
Lark is placing herself near Alana,
Okay.
and she is gonna. Let's see. She's gonna pull out her gun on this
Okay.
one, and shoot one of the pages that just attacked Alana.
All right. So you are shooting in melee at this point, so they will get their defense.
Okay.
They so you are at a -6 for this this shot. You can spend willpower to compensate for some of that if you want.
I definitely will. And what am I rolling for this?
You'd be rolling, so make sure you have your gun selected, and you should just have to click attack roll up by the red D10.
Okay.
And it should automatically do the rest of it for you from there.
Okay. And I'm definitely going to spend willpower on
Okay,
this.
so when it asks for modifiers, just do -3 then.
Okay.
Oh, bad luck.
Mm.
Oof, a lot of ones there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you pull out the gun, squeeze off a round, and they manage to duck out of the way just as the muzzle flash goes off and the bullet goes wide. Roll me a D10. Okay, cool. If you're firing into melee in this many people, if you roll a 10 after you miss a shot, it hits somebody else. And then I get to decide who.
Megan, I killed your girlfriend.
I feel fairly safe to say it wouldn't accidentally be Alana, because you're
Considering you were
standing
defending
right
Alana.
next
You're
to
right
her.
next to That's not accidental.
Right.
I killed my boyfriend.
I mean, Barnaby is here.
This is the moment where Lark reveals that she's been the inside agent the whole time.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Next to her, boom!
Wouldn't be the first time, Holly.
Oh my gosh, you do it
No.
once.
I wasn't even in that
It
game.
wouldn't be once.
It was once. You're just
That-
mad because you
that I know
you liked
of.
the character.
Once that I know of.
Also, Holly,
I don't know
I've played-
whatever horrible,
Holly-
evil things you've done in your home games.
You played a privateer one time.
I've played with you in other games, Holly. It's been more than once.
Okay, well, I had not planned from the beginning on Esmeen, okay? That one just kind of happened.
In the mix and muck of this disorderly conflict, so much battle is happening right now. There is a single crack of a rifle, and Akajin, as you're facing off with this member of the gentry, you see her shoulder opposite the hand that you shot explode in a spray of rubies and diamonds, and her shriek is piercing. I need everybody to roll me resolve and composure -2. One of those bullets found its mark.
Can you put willpower in this?
No, this is reflexive.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right. I needed the -2.
Oh, right.
in
Yeah,
there.
-2. Dur.
Try that one more time.
3 successes, motherfucker.
All right.
0.
2. Good.
Hang on one second. Now that it's not my
2
turn,
successes.
can I spin
Good.
glamour?
1.
Or can I not spin
This is
glamour again until it's
reflexive.
my
You don't
turn?
get to. Yeah.
Well, because once per day, Forge's Endurance lets me spend a glamour to add a die to stamina, resolve, and composure rolls. That's my metal flesh blessing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
But is that a conscious thing that you have to do?
I don't know. It's a
You
blessing. I
can't
don't know how to-
consciously
yeah.
add to it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
I
how to.
think you can.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you wouldn't do it except for in reflexive instances, I think.
And not necessarily. There's plenty of active resolve and composure and
Yeah,
stamina
sure.
rolls.
Yeah.
It's why Fortress of
It's the finale. Go for it.
yeah, fair. It's why Fortress
so -1 then.
Fortress is a thing.
Right?
Indeed.
2 successes.
Okay. So Lark, you are the only one. This rips through your bird-like ears, and you just feel this jitter of horrific emotion and pain rip through your mind. You take
7,000 damage.
no 4 bashing damage.
Which would fill 2 boxes if that's or I
No,
don't know.
4 bashes.
Right. I
just-
forget how
Bashes.
bashing damage works. It's different.
Yeah, so I have 4 lethal right now.
The bashing goes in
How-
front of the lethal.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the right.
Mhm.
And if it overfills it, then it
To the right of
starts-
the lethal.
Yeah, it goes to the right
Correct.
of the lethal.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if it fills up your box, then any leftover turns bashing into lethal.
Yep.
I was
Turn-
gonna say it fills up all my boxes.
Do
Exactly.
you have any left?
Okay.
Oh, it
None
goes
left
back.
over. Is exactly.
Okay.
I swear
Um,
And you're at a -3, but you're still conscious.
you
Yes.
die.
It would
She dies. She's going out throwing herself
It-
in front of
it
Alana. at
would
that point.
be it would be hilarious for a songbird to die to someone screaming.
Phage, it's your turn.
So Phage like makes a quick hand gesture to Sledge and War Dancer, like pay attention to that. That was important. Keep it up, kind of thing. And then over the battlefield, she just sort of shouts toward the queen. Oh, Regina, are you having a hard time, dear?
Amazing.
She's just trying to heckle the queen and keep her off balance.
Okay.
Spend her turn heckling.
Fair
Do we-
enough.
Do we know who shot that rifle?
There are probably there are 6 people stationed up there,
Okay.
all trying to angle shots and pick their moments, which is not easy. They're
if-
operating, unfortunately, under some pretty significant penalties right now, but they're doing their best.
If that's not a particular action to like try and effectively take her off balance by messing with her, I will just take brawling defense.
You can make an action to try and get her off balance and off kilter. Go ahead and give me a manipulation and intimidation.
Absolutely do that.
Yes, remove her defense from her. Make it easier for me to kill her.
Can I put a willpower into this?
Yeah, for sure.
And I believe I also have some other benefits. As an ogre, I have a thing for intimidation, I think.
It's for strength.
Is it strength there?
Yeah.
There.
Oh no, you can spend glamour to increase strength, brawl, and intimidate. So you can spend a glamour to increase your intimidate by 1.
Yeah, I'll spend 3 more glamour to make this a total of +6.
I think it's just. Let me check.
It's one per glamour you spend, basically.
How many glamour can you spend per
3.
turn?
My weird is 3.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, each point. Yeah. Spend that one.
3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. Let me give her a roll. Just to see. She only gets 2. Her defense drops by 1. All right. At which point, Phage, you catch a swift motion just out of the corner of your eye.
Took
What
you long
is
enough to show up.
your... Yep. You've been attacked once already this turn. That was twice. So your defense is down. This is down by 2 now. which you said it's what?
My defense is normally 2, so I'm on.
Okay,
I'm on.
so you're
4.
just on
Yeah,
armor now.
I'm on my 4 armor.
Just on your 4 armor. Okay. Which means they will be at a -1 for this.
And she is like taking like steps back away from the front line as she does that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, the Hunter of the Hedge leaps down from literal structure, having snuck around the back. Honestly, you don't think they came, given their position,
They probably
didn't.
Hedge. Yeah.
No, they didn't even come through the hedge. They've been in the city this whole time and probably just knew or had been told
Where
show
the
up
thing was
here
going
around
down,
this time. They were probably here before you were.
Yeah.
You only take 2 lethal from them, though.
Cool.
As this wooden stake jams into your upper back, and you feel it bite through the armor and into flesh.
Yeah, she sort of turns, leans into it, and like puts a hand out like onto the shoulder. Oh, I've been waiting on you.
Amazing. All right.
I'm not even at where my normal wound thresholds would be with my bashing damage. So.
Right. That brings us to Liz.
Okay. I am going to activate my nimble seeming blessing.
Yeah, for sure.
There's my 1 glamour gone. I have none left.
Oh no.
Yep. And I am going to head down to try and give Lark something for the concussion she probably just sustained.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an, let's see. We'll call this dexterity and medicine.
Yep.
Let me check one thing.
I get 9 again.
Get 9 agains on that? Okay.
Yep.
I
have to fill up with lethal before I actually go unconscious, right?
No. If you fill up with lethal, you're dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you fill up with bashing, you have to make consciousness rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so does Lark have to make a consciousness roll?
Oh, yeah, because Lark got filled up, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Let me look.
I think
That's what I
on her
believe it is.
turn.
Yeah, on her turn.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe that's what it is.
I'll look it up since I'm not doing anything right now.
No worries. Okay. So, yeah, go ahead and give me Dex and Medicine.
Okay.
You can spend willpower if you like.
Yes. Two successes.
2 successes. Okay. You're starting to make some progress. Because Lark, you've taken 8 damage, right?
I've taken 4 lethal, 4 bashing.
Okay. So for Liz, you have to get, it's an extended action and you have to get 8 total successes.
Okay.
In order to get her any points back. So I think for Liz, you would know getting her some goblin fruit first would probably honestly be more effective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a reflexive stamina roll that is not affected by the -3 wound penalty at the beginning of each of your turns.
Right. There you go. Okay. It's the queen's turn. She's going to try and handle oxygen.
So
what is your
top of the round? So that's 4/4.
Yes.
But hang on, let me double check something. I'm going to be using Fool's Guard.
Okay.
So instead of using normal defense, I roll strength plus weaponry +1 plus any other modifiers against the opponent's attack as an instant action. Each success reduces the incoming attack, and if successes exceed the attacker's attack, deal the difference in damage.
Okay.
So it'll just be my -4 from my armor, and then I'm rolling to retaliate functionally.
Okay. So she only has to take the -4.
Right. And
Okay.
I will be activating
Aqua
my,
gets
So
to
you're
roll against it.
foregoing all of your defense effectively
in order
this.
to potentially counterattack. Yeah.
Okay, cool. She
only
only
gets one
hits you for
success.
one
Oh,
on that first one.
this is gonna hurt her. Reflexively, I'm activating Might of the Terrible Brute.
Okay.
1 glamour and 1 willpower.
Another
Exceptional
5.
success.
Fuck her up.
8 again.
No, wait. Hang on a second. Sorry, I have to re-roll mine. It only did the strength and brawl. It didn't put in the damage dice for that for some reason.
I figured that was why you're at the -1, adding in her
No,
damage.
the -1 is she's no.
Okay.
Let me see if it, all right. What's wrong with your sheet here, lady?
Unarmed is kind of bugged and doesn't quite calculate the damage value. So
Okay.
you wanna
I'll make
claw
a
weapon.
different thing.
You want to make a claw weapon.
All right. Let's try this instead.
Oh, I guess she's spending a willpower to reduce the -4 to
mhm,
-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so I have
5
I have to
damage.
look up 5 damage, but I've got 8
Yep.
against. I've got 8 against on the roll, and I've got +5 to my strength, so I'm at 9 again. And I'm not rolling against defense. I'm just rolling a strength weaponry +1 plus my specialization. So 9.
Hang on a second. No, it's still not doing the damage on that. I'm just rolling an extra 3d10. Sorry.
That's okay. So would you go with the first one and then roll the extra 3d10?
All right. It's yeah, we'll just call it 5. I don't care. Whatever. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, just got to overcome 5.
Da-da-da. So it's going to be 8 again. Attack roll. Broken blade. Plus. So it's that plus 5, 6, 7.
Last time before you started applying negatives, you were at 21 dice.
Well, so this is that plus 7. And another willpower. I'll spend my last willpower on this. Actually, wait.
31.
I forget. In
21.
this World of Darkness, in this edition of World of Darkness, does spending your last willpower have negative effects?
No.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you know what? I've only spent. So, question: does this count? When does the glamour you can spend per because of your weird reset?
Oh, per turn.
Okay, so not per round, but
Yeah.
per turn.
mhm.
Okay, so
Per turn, right? It's on a turn,
So I
right?
spent
Because
one- so I
sometimes
yeah.
sometimes you're spending glamour reflexively on somebody else's
Okay.
turn, so you can
So I spent 1 glamour for Might of the Terrible Brute. I'm spending my second glamour that I can spend per turn to up my strength by 1. So that's going to be 5 strength plus 5, 10 strength total, plus my 5 weaponry, plus 6 from the broken blade, plus 3 from willpower, and plus 2 from the +1 for the Fool's Guard and the +1 for my specialization in swords.
26 dice.
Wow.
Sure. Let's go with that.
So 5, 10, 16.
Don't forget to turn on 8 agains.
And
No, that was only.
Well, no, it's 8 agains because I got an
Oh,
exceptional success on my Might of
You
the
did
Terrible
get
Brute.
another
Yep.
exceptional success there. Yep.
Fuck her up.
So, yeah, the overall number doesn't help because I'm adding to what's already on the sheet.
All right, what's your baseline?
So right now it's 10, 16. So 16 plus 2 plus 5 is going to be
23.
7.
So you're +7.
And then plus 3 is 10.
Plus 10.
So I think
Okay.
that's everything.
Just so you have this in mind, though, this is your instant action.
Yeah,
for the
so this
round.
is my... Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not going to be
cool.
able to attack again.
Right.
If this...
Okay.
If this... I mean, this is functionally a better attack than I would get on my turn anyways.
I mean, probably, yeah, to an extent. Yeah, right.
Because I'm suffering
Might
no
as well.
negatives.
You are potentially canceling her attack. Yeah.
18
Fuck her up.
damage.
Amazing.
Subtract 5 from the 18, and that's how much damage she takes.
Right. So she takes 13 this time. Yep. Once again, a new hand comes in and pulls back,
Yeah,
missing
so-
almost all of its fingers.
What happens is, because it's fool's guard, so he looks like he's open, and the hand comes in, and he grabs the extended grip of the Zweihander and just rotates the sword as the hand comes through, and it's just a propeller. It's just a propeller chop at the wrist.
Yep. I have some bad news for Akujin, though.
Okay.
She's got 2 other arms.
That's fine, because after that he just goes
Here they come.
2 left.
Yep. All right. So, okay. You know what? We're just gonna do. Let me see if this is okay. So she's got a -4.
Yeah, and it's because I did fool's guard. I forego my defense for the round.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, she's not spending willpower, so we're just gonna. Yep. All right. So you take 4 lethal damage from her
She's not
third
spending.
or second hand.
If she's not spending willpower, then why is it
That's
-1?
the damage of her claws.
It's
when you're-
right. Her claws
Okay.
have 3
Gotcha,
damage
gotcha,
to
gotcha,
them.
gotcha.
So yeah, we're just
Okay. So
yeah.
4 lethal, you said?
4 lethal, and then her final attack for the round, 2 lethal. So
That-
total of 6.
That maxes me out. That's my max lethal.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Butterfly is on the field.
She takes a lethal point of damage in response every time she hits me.
Yes, she does. I will mark those. No, Butterfly didn't come with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Let me look at what happens
All right.
when I hit max lethal. Hang on.
Yep, that's what I'm looking up. Because I'm like, all right, I know something, but also.
So a mortal being who has lethal marks in all of his health boxes is utterly overwhelmed and dying. Maybe he's bleeding internally, his lungs are punctured and he can't breathe, or he has suffered burns over most of his body, whatever is appropriate for the kinds of injuries sustained. Each minute thereafter in which your character receives no medical attention, mundane or supernatural, he suffers 1 more injury. 1 health box currently marked with an X is upgraded to an asterisk for aggravated damage from left to right on your character's health chart. Once all boxes
Once you
are filled
fill up
with
with
asterisks, he's dead.
Aggro. That's when you're dead. Yep. Okay. So yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm still
3 quick swipes.
So I
and Akujin is.
I still get to make consciousness rolls.
Yeah.
And I'm still functional.
Technically.
Still functional until you fail a consciousness roll.
Yeah, I've got which is my stamina and which is upgraded for the scene. Because of Forge's endurance.
Yep. All right.
So, yeah. You can fight until dead.
So, oh wait, no, actually, sorry. With the upgraded stamina, I have 1 more hitbox. So I'm not fully lethal
Yes,
yet.
you would. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, good job. Nicely done.
And I have iron stamina 3, so I ignore
Right,
my
you're
wound
not
suffering
penalties.
any wound
You're not
penalties,
taking any
yeah.
wound penalties. Yep. Iron stamina is great. All right. Which leads us to Alana.
Alana's going
You
to
just watched Akujin basically get his shit wrecked.
Still standing.
and
Still standing.
I know that Lark behind me fired a gun.
Mm-hmm.
So Alana's just going to yell into the crowd, Lark, get out of here, you're too important to die. And then we'll just attack the person directly in front of her again.
Okay.
We are gonna go for a focus strike, which is a -1 to my hit. But I'm going straight for a throat.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Cool,
going
cool.
I'm going to disable, which is I believe it's actually a -2 to target the throat, so it renders out to -1.
Right. Okay.
So
All right.
attack roll. Brass knuckles.
And let me take a look at focused attack. Penalties to hit specific targets are reduced by 1. Even spend armor penalties to your character's brawl attacks are reduced by 1 as well. Okay, so you are only at a -3 for this attack, plus the -1 for the throat punch. So you're at a -4 total for everything.
I would like to spend a willpower.
All
on
right.
this.
You're at a -1 total then for everything.
3 damage.
Amazing. Yeah. You just reach out and slam 2 knuckles into an exposed throat on this darkling page as she turns around with a blade, with a knife drawn, and you just run away.
Oh no. Oh no.
Meanwhile,
Oh, Jack, I forgot to ask. Does
Yeah.
this remind me sufficiently of my own endurance that I would have to make some sort of clarity roll?
honestly, I don't think this would register as similar to your endurance very much at all, because like a full pitched battle with tons of opponents on both sides.
More the one person has been split into the entirety of the scenario bit.
I mean,
It doesn't have to. I'm just curious.
yeah, no, this doesn't feel like the vibe of
Gotcha.
of the slasher whole
No.
thing nearly as much. Yeah. Because that's much more of it's not a mathematical thing. It's an emotional aesthetic thing.
Right, yeah.
So yeah. Megan.
All right. I'm moving up.
Okay. You've seen her take some heavy hits. That shot to the shoulder definitely hurt worse than anything she's sustained so far.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Akujin is bloody and staggering. Still up. Go for it. You can close. That's no problem.
Okay. I am going to. There's not really a mechanical version of this, but I'm going to try to inflict as much physical sensation of pain as possible to direct her attention off of Akujin.
Okay.
You have a wrought iron knuckle duster that'll do
Right,
that.
exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
I know. Because I ain't gonna be doing much here. So I'm hoping even if I just even if I don't do any damage, I'm annoying enough.
Right. You're
She
at least
turns
gonna
my
clip her.
way.
Right.
Yes.
Well, and all this is going to be aggravated theoretically too. So.
All right.
So,
Let's see.
attack roll.
Did she have to forego her defense? Actually, she's a Fae. I doubt she did, but did she have to forego her defense for that multi-attack?
No, she's got 4 arms. She
Yeah,
can
that's what I
attack that
figured.
many times. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's just normal for her. Yeah.
Although I imagine if she's losing fingers, that probably reduces.
Yeah, it does. Does a bit.
I mean, fair.
I've taken 2 hands. I think I earned that title, even if it's posthumously.
So what modifiers do I have?
So your
Please.
penalty is going to be -7 currently.
I get +1 for brawl.
Yep.
Oh, I did not put any minuses in.
Oops. Give that another try.
So -6.
Yeah.
Still hit him.
I'll take it.
You stroke this brass iron knuckle down across. Where's she aiming for, honestly?
I think
Kidney.
What?
I'd say just fucking kidney puncher.
No. Something that's gonna be like immediately attention getting throat.
Okay. Yeah. Just comes under the jaw, across the throat.
Yep.
And as you hit, it's like hitting a rock.
Right.
And there's a scrape. But whereas every time that Akujin hit, it's been these sapphires and crystals coming out. And you notice, though, her shoulder, and now on a gash across her throat, this ruby mineral crystalline materials coming out, but it's transmuting into liquid of some sort.
And
You
I just
smell rose petals.
okay. I just like full on scream in her face. What's up, bitch? Remember me?
Amazing. Fantastic. Yep.
Without a hint of humor or smirk or
Oh yeah.
anything.
Mhm. Yeah, no, this is
It's a
full confrontation.
rage-based
Yep. Mhm.
scream.
That's my
Absolutely.
girlfriend.
Which brings us to Oxygen. You've already used your attack this turn. You can move though, if you'd like.
Is he cognizant enough to keep his promise to not die?
You can give me a resolving composure if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Done a shit ton of damage to this person. There is no dishonor in backing up now.
Because he knows it's gonna be up to the shooters to actually kill her. Four successes.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. No. We're going to pursue 7 league leap.
The other way?
Reflexively to get back out. Yeah. I'm gonna leap back out.
Okay.
To someone that can
Just force jump backwards.
Yeah, just gonna leap back out and attempt to get somebody that can patch me up so I can leap back in.
Just gonna Ewan McGregor my way out of this shit.
I will.
If you get to Fade, she can heal you for free.
I'm gonna tag Megan on the back of the shoulder in a like tag out motion.
Okay.
You can roll. I would like at you. Yeah, roll like wits empathy.
Sure.
He's bad at this. 2 successes.
Megan has left the building.
Yeah.
You feel even in your very beleaguered state, Akujin, you realize in any other circumstance, I might have caught a back elbow from that.
Right. Yes.
What does danger sense do, by the way? I don't know if that's been something that I should have been calling out previously.
It tells you you're in the world of darkness, so you could die at any time.
It's like casting
useless merit.
No. Danger sense. Where'd you go? It's a mental merit. I think it gives you extra die. Yeah, you get a +2 modifier to detect ambushes effectively.
Okay.
You got a little bit of a sixth sense. So yeah. It wouldn't have helped you in this circumstance.
Yep.
I mean, unless
we knew this fight was coming.
I was gonna say danger sense. Their danger.
All
right.
You found it. Congratulations.
Spending a glamour. Making the roll. Don't have any willpower left to spend. 1 success, which means I'm able to leap an additional 15 feet horizontally. So yeah, he'll tag out, notice what's going on with Megan. Gonna aim to leap towards. Honestly, I'm gonna aim to leap towards Sledge and War Dancer. If I can get within like vocal range of them, considering the den. But yeah, I will move. So
yeah, you can see that War Dancer has a submachine gun out that she's pointing at Phage, probably more pointing at the hunter in the hedge who's right next to Phage.
Right. Yeah.
And Sledge is just he's watching, and you see his eyes just boring right into yours.
So yeah, speed of 12, leaping additional 15 feet. Or 15.
Amazing.
So, evacuating the situation as much as possible.
Yeah, no, you can use your move on the turn to almost completely exit the big pitched battle.
Yeah. Do I get into a spot where I would be covered by allies at least?
You're adjacent to allies.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, the pages are definitely still gonna at least get a shot at you though.
Fair.
Question: did my backing up get me away from the pages, even if I was still dealing with the hunter?
You're still within spear throw of them, but not like they're gonna have to actually try to close with you if they want to get toe
Anything
to toe.
significant? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
when I land and move and lock eyes with Papa Sledge, I just thumb back towards the queen to hopefully signal send someone else out there.
Right. Go ahead and give me a wits and composure.
3 successes.
You feel the vibration of something heavy hitting earth, and you see your fellow squire, the Keys, his own blade out. Another ogre, massive, broad. His is more like a cleaver. It's still got the double edge, but it's more of like a more jagged back edge and a heavier one side of the blade. And he looks like he's getting ready to go in and chop some kudzu.
I will give him a thumbs up and a nod.
He waves at you with that hand with the fingernails look like the claws from a backhoe bucket.
Yep.
Amazing.
And then
Okay.
I will probably like at that point just drop to a knee while I'm sitting there bleeding.
Yep. All right. The pages of blades go. Let me do a strength and athletics. One of them might be able to get in direct with.
My defense will be back now, wouldn't it?
Because
it's been my turn.
Yep, because it's been your turn. Yep. All right. Exceptional success. The first one you saw through the hedge gate page. The ogre dimension version of your girlfriend with a war axe in one hand manhandles their way across the field, up the stands right next to you, and takes a swing at you with an axe.
As it does, she sort of looks up. Paige, you're really gonna do this? You're still defending yourself, but
Sure. Go ahead and give me a wits and empathy.
any bonuses?
+2.
7 successes.
This person sees who you are and does not remember you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how long it's been. And whatever was there is either so deeply buried or forgotten or twisted that it doesn't hold.
Okay. I was going to focus on beating the crap out of the hunter of the hedge, but can I forego my action and brawling dodge this?
Yeah, definitely. Which adds your brawl weight rating to your.
Instead of doubling my defense, it adds my brawl to it.
Okay,
So instead of my defense going to 4, it goes to 5.
Okay, defense is at 5 and armor at 4. I want to say.
Yes, defense is at 5.
So that's a 9, which means they're at a -6 for this. 2 lethal damage.
Okay.
As Paige spends a willpower, and that war axe just rips across you. All right. Okay. Meanwhile,
if I may, as a prelude to, because she's going to be talking on her turn instead of fighting because she's used her thing for dodge. When the axe comes across and she sort of steps inside of it, so
she gets hit more by the haft than the blade itself.
And when it slams into her side, she locks her elbow around the haft to sort of hold it there so that she can sort of like get focus on
Okay.
this page.
For sure. Absolutely. All right. Alana, you're getting a spear attack. What's your defense and armor? 2. Just 2.
2 and 0.
2 and 0. All right. That is 4 lethal.
Okay.
Yep.
Ow.
Alana is into 2 aggravated.
Okay. So that's gone
Jesus.
over and wrapped back around.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. All right. Liz,
Yep.
you're getting a rapier attack.
Yes.
What's your defense and armor currently again?
It's I didn't dodge last time, so it is 3 and armor's 2-1.
Oh, armor's 2-1. Okay, so that's
Yep.
a total of 5. Right. You take 3 lethal.
Okay. They have to
As-
make a reflexive strength roll because of my armor.
Okay.
They get
Oh yeah.
disarmed.
Yep. Absolutely. Because you're wearing the Barnstalker.
Yep. 3 lethal.
Yes. Okay. All right. Unless they get a success or just strength. No weaponry, just strength. Sure, we'll roll strength and Theban sorcery. They did get 1 success, so they managed to pull the blade free. Okay. And Megan's getting a spear attack.
Yep. And defense 3, armor 1.
Okay, cool. It's 4 for them then. Oof. Megan takes 6 lethal damage as a spear just comes up from behind you and completely plunges through your lower abdomen.
Okay.
Where does that put you?
That puts me at 1 box away from being filled on lethal.
Okay.
You have iron stamina?
I do not.
Okay, so you are suffering those wound penalties.
I am.
Right.
Fine.
And
Fine.
Akujin, one of them comes up on you.
I'm not gonna Fool's Guard, so it's 4 defense, 4 armor.
Okay.
So 8 -8 to the attack.
-8. They are only gonna get their weapon damage on this. This is just 3 dice coming in. 2 lethal.
That's filled plus 1 aggravated.
Okay. Phage, you're standing there with this axe blade locked under your elbow, seeing your motley mates, seeing a number of the other creatures from the and the other changelings, I should say, from the keyhold. The tide of this battle is not going in your favor right now.
Yeah, so with the axe blade locked, she.
It's actually Lark's turn first.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yep. All right. So Lark, you were unconscious, so nobody really bothered poking
Well, no,
at
she needs to
you.
make a stamina
Am
roll.
I
sorry, you-
unconscious?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You were still up.
Yep. Make a stamina roll
I
without
was
the
gonna say that's
minus-
news to me.
without the -3.
Okay,
So
okay. A straight stamina roll.
Yep.
you'll have if you don't have iron stamina, you'll have to add a 3 modifier into it. If you're full.
Probably, yeah.
Jeez, is it? I'm sorry. Is this supposed to be on sheet roll or symbol roll?
Sheet
Sheet roll.
roll.
Actually-
Yep.
Roll. Okay, I had it right. I don't know why that. Okay,
Actually, simple
and
roll
just
is probably
straight
easier.
stamina.
Just stamina, yeah. It should just say stamina in the
Yeah.
text box there. And then when it asks for the modifier, give yourself a +3 to counteract the wound penalties because you shouldn't have those for this roll.
Okay. 2 successes.
Still up.
Standing.
Yep. You're still conscious. Well done.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, that said, she's gonna try to get to higher ground
Okay.
if she can, because
Yeah.
if she's using her gun, she could do it at a distance.
Yeah. No. So, yeah, you can use your movement to scramble back out of there. And get to distance so that you can take advantage of a better vantage point. Are you shooting a page? Are you shooting the queen? What's Lark aiming at here?
I mean, she'd love to go for the queen. I doubt I'm gonna hit her or do much damage, but
Honestly,
not?
it might be better to take out the ad, because this is action economy problem in a mechanical situation. Most of us aren't down because of the queen.
Okay. Take out a page.
I may be entirely wrong here. That's
Yeah.
just
Taking out a page is perfectly
thought
acceptable.
process.
Yeah. Pick one of your party members who's being threatened for the page that you're trying to take out.
Alana.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and you're just at a -3, I think. Yep, you're just at a -3 for this one because of the armor she's wearing.
Okay, and I can spend a willpower.
Plus,
You can spend a willpower to counteract that if you'd like. Absolutely. Yep.
yeah. Plus the -3 from the wound penalties.
Yeah. 4 damage. Nice. Cool. Yeah. You just knock her completely backwards. She staggers from the impact, and you see blood just gushing out of an abdomen wound. Now it's Phage's turn.
Oh, is it not the gunsman's turn?
Yeah, the gunmen go immediately after.
They go on the same initiative as you, so carry on, and I'll roll for him. Yeah.
Yeah. So as this is happening, and she sort of has the axe under her arm, and she sort of looks over towards Sledge and War Dancer. Start getting the injured out of here. If this keeps going south, we're gonna need to leave. And she will turn and face the page that is facing her down, and she knows that if she does this, she's going to ruin the mask and no longer be able to use it. But she reaches up and takes the mask off so that she can look Paige in the face. Paige, you know me, and I know you. Don't do this.
Give me a manipulation and persuasion -3.
Put my last willpower into this.
Okay, so just a flat roll then.
2 successes.
2 successes. The mask comes away, and there's just a faintest tilt of the head. All right. Number of other shots ring out. Oh no, wait. They attacked last round. No, they're reloading this round. Sorry. Because it's a musket. So that, yep. It takes them an entire other round to reload.
Your sacrifice has been noted, Megan.
Well, hang on. We're not at the end of the round yet. It might be somebody else's sacrifice that gets noted first. Hunter the Hedge is going to spend a willpower. You've taken 1 attack this round.
So my defense is now 4 and 4.
Your defense is now 4 because Brawling Dodge is still in effect. So that's a -5 with that.
I don't know why that. It might be noting someone else's sacrifice sent me so hard, but
2 more lethal to Phage as another wooden spike jams into your back.
That poor little human is trying so hard,
right?
Yeah. So it's as
you hear a crackling as once again that body begins to emit spiky, jagged thorns all over.
Yeah, and like as she's doing this, she doesn't break eye contact with Paige, but she knows that spear is coming. She like uses her other arm to try and elbow it to the side, which is
Right.
why she only takes the 2
Yep.
damage.
Yep.
She's like reaching out, fighting off the hunter, but she's still just like
Absolutely.
and still looking at Paige.
Liz.
Alana's near me, I think. I think she's
Yeah. Pretty close.
and she's unconscious. We're not sure yet.
On
I
the
believe.
very verge.
I'm going to feed her a soothe sap.
Okay.
I'm gonna feed her strychnine because you have been the traitor this whole time.
All right. So your wits and dexterity pools go down by 1 for Alana.
Okay.
But you downgrade 2 of your injuries in severity. You can either downgrade those aggravated to lethal, or you can downgrade some of those lethal to bashing.
Let's downgrade the lethal or the bashing or the aggravated to lethal.
Okay, sounds good.
Can that make bashing go away or no?
No, that's
Alright.
specifically the thing with Soothsap is it accelerates healing, but it's not a health potion in the sense
Right.
of,
Yeah.
it automatically heals you back.
And I would like to retreat.
Okay.
Very valid.
I would like everybody to
Uh-oh.
give me a resolve and stamina roll at a -2.
Oh no.
Want to spend a willpower on this if I can?
Sure.
3 successes.
0
successes.
successes.
Nope.
Okay.
For reference, I'm only at a -1 there because my stamina is technically 6 right now. I just
All right. No worries. Um,
So that's a chance roll for me
okay.
because of wound penalties.
no.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and do a chance roll. That is a dramatic failure.
It certainly is.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that our
mine's a
first
chance roll as
dramatic
well.
failure
Should
of
be
the
resolving
season?
stamina, not resolving composure.
Wait. Oh, you're right.
Again.
That is
Mine, however, is a chance.
that's not a chance roll then.
Okay.
That is a 1 die roll, but
Okay.
not a chance roll.
Okay, so
Yep,
not our first.
still have 1 die
dramatic failure.
That was almost terrifying. It's 2.
Yeah, turn off chance roll.
I did.
Sorry, Alana had chance roll. Alana got a success.
Yep. Okay. Akujin and Phage still maintain your awareness. Alana, you so dimly, but still are able to see as everything stops moving. You're stuck in place, but you're still aware of things happening around you. You see the queen who's been shot, gashed over the throat, 2 of her hands mangled, push herself upwards and begin to slowly walk across the field of battle, weaving her way between the frozen bodies. Phage, you can't move, but you watch her walk closer to you. She reaches out one of those still intact spidery hands, lays it over the shoulder of your ogreish girlfriend, who is frozen and does not seem aware of anything transpiring around her. The ritual conditions have been met with blood shed to the soils of the city I claim. Even mine own. Now, little spring queen, We can continue this fight if you like, but I must warn you. If I do not leave these grounds alive, neither can the one you love. You think I come here without assurances in place, without pledges and promises built into the fabric of the weird that binds us and supports us all, that gives us the rights to rule? And no, make sure that anything you choose to do causes you pain. So, command your troops, little one, and I'll command mine. And time reasserts itself. Megan, the queen is gone from in front of you.
Am I aware of what happened?
No. As far as you knew, you blinked and she had
Okay.
just vanished. No time has transpired for you. The only people time has transpired for in the Motley are Akajan, Phage, and Alana. Everybody else just, everything has continued, but the queen is gone.
She's still in front of me.
She's still in front of you, yeah. You saw this whole thing happen.
Yeah.
And heard what she said. Akujin, you saw her walking. Her voice was too quiet for you to really make it out, despite the fact that it was dead silent because time had stopped. And yeah, Alana, you saw some movement and you know that the queen relocated. But that was about all that you were capable of being aware of with just one success. Okay. All right. It's Alana's turn. You're still full up, so I'm going to need a stamina roll.
It's just straight stamina, right?
Just straight stamina.
Not without your wound modifiers, so you'll need to.
Yes, without your wound modifiers, so you'll probably have to put a +3 into the modifier box.
And
Oh, you still have that on a chance roll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. Let's try that again. +3. 0 successes.
Yep. Alana keels over.
Yeah, Lana keels over, conscious.
Unconscious.
Does that move one back into the aggravated slot?
Only if you're not given any treatment.
Okay.
Would the soothe sap count as treatment enough to stop the bleeding?
No.
That was also last turn.
Yeah, it was last turn. Yep. Okay. All right.
No, it was this turn because list goes at the beginning of the round.
At the beginning of the round, yes, but not this turn.
Oh,
Yep. Yep. All right. Which brings us to Megan.
So how far away is she now?
She is probably about 60 feet away from you right about now. Yeah.
They're okay. Yeah, I'm running and jumping as best as I can.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, that'll get you.
I have tunnel vision right now.
Yep. What's your speed?
My speed is 12.
Okay.
And I can jump still because that lasts the full scene.
Right. Go ahead and give me a strength and athletics. Yeah.
All right. This is not going to go great right now because wound penalties, but we'll see.
Well, yeah.
See if you automatically
see if you
factored
can
in.
See if you can get some. Hey.
All right. That was better than last time.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'll say you can. It'll take your entire turn, but you can get back up into range of the queen.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, she runs up screaming, "We're not done yet."
Right. Absolutely.
Again, she's trying to take attention away from other people onto her.
I want.
Yep.
If it'll take my action, then I'll choose to do something else. But I want to see if I can tell what Phage's reaction to whatever was said is.
What's an empathy? Yeah. No, it's not going to take your action. This is just getting a read on something you can see.
Because I don't know what was said.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I need to make a stamina roll to not pass out.
Ah, yes. Go ahead and make a stamina roll, too. 1 success. What's Phage? What would be the most easily visible emotions on Phage's face right now?
Exhaustion, because she's also having to make stamina rolls to stay up.
That's not an emotion. That's a status.
But frustration and anger.
Okay.
All right, so that's
All
2
right.
successes.
So
on
what's
the stamina.
Akijin doing?
2 successes on the stamina to stay up.
Mm-hmm.
Alana and Liz are still, or Alana at least is still surrounded by enemies
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and is unconscious.
Yep.
Well, so much for getting healed.
Don't be stupid.
It's not stupid. It's saving someone more deserving.
It's okay. Lark's gonna be stupid.
I hate both of you.
Listen, I don't know if you've noticed, but Smart left the building about
Yeah,
2 rounds ago
I know, I know.
for everyone.
Yep, pretty much.
And this is round 3. So, you know.
Yeah, so I am charging whatever Phage is standing over Alana.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and
Let me see really quick. Charging, because charging's a specific thing.
start a swinging.
Hang on.
Yes, charges on page 164 of the core book.
Almost there. Charging. So. Oh, I don't need to charge. Sorry, would I need to charge to? I would have to. Charging is only if you need to move up to twice your speed and stage an attack at the end of your.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't need to charge.
Okay, so charging in the metaphorical sense, not charging in the.
Yes,
actual
right.
sense.
A non-mechanical descriptive charge.
Yes, there we go. I'm going to. I'm out of willpower, but I'm not out of glamour. So we are going to. 1 glamour for upping my strength to 5, and 1 glamour for Might of the Terrible Brute. Oh, I haven't been rolling that properly. Oh well. 3 successes, so functional 3
Okay.
more strength, but no 8 agains on the attack roll.
No 8 agains on this one.
But we are swinging with the broken blade. Oh wait, no, it's a Zweihander. I would have 9 agains regardless, which I haven't been rolling. Every time I've swung, I've had 8 agains.
I
so
mean,
it hasn't mattered.
yeah.
I was going to
you're
say, you've had
fine.
8 agains, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
8 agains, aka the better version of 9 agains.
Yeah.
So 3 plus 2. What's their defense?
If you want to go back to 9 agains for
No, that's
all of those,
That's fair. What's their
6. Total 6.
6? So right now I'm getting
Yep.
plus.
who are you going after?
One of the pages over
one of the
top
pages
of Alana.
standing over Alana. Yeah.
Some poor
Yeah, some
the person
poor
is about to be
I am-
liquefied
Look.
in a
I am operating on rage and adrenaline.
Don't get me wrong, I support this. I'm just saying
Right.
this poor bitch is about to be like vaporized.
-6, you said, right?
Yep.
So 3, 4, 5. So -1.
I'll believe that math.
Yeah, -1, because that's the overall bonuses that I'm getting from the Might of the Terrible Brute and my specialization and
Yep.
yeah. Whew. Seven damage.
Akijin, you murder your queen's girlfriend.
Yeah, well, this isn't her girlfriend.
Right? Yep. No, this is a wolf aspected kind of beast kith page who's looming over these people with a spear, and you just come up
So-
from behind and spindle them.
Rather than guts from Berserk, Akujin is now Artorias from Dark Souls. Just like two-handed sword, one hand just comes spinning in with the attack and standing over Alana with one arm drooping.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Phage, your girlfriend swings on you again. You see that hand just kind of push a little bit against this ogre. She's not spending a willpower on this one, though, because she's out of that. And you said you're at 4-4 still, right? Because we've come back around.
I'm not brawling dodging, so I'm at 2-4.
2-4. Okay, so -6 total. Holy shit. Anyway, hang on a second. Oh, that's because it's on sheet roll. I was like, there should be a weapon. -6. 2 lethal.
Okay.
Akijin, somebody swings on you with a rapier from out of nowhere.
Is it just the one person?
Yeah.
Then I will Fool's Guard them.
Okay. What's your armor? 4?
4.
Correct? No, 2.
4.
No, 4, because elements. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Because my
All right.
mantle, my miasma shroud, and my armor of the elements.
Oh, this is going to go badly for them.
Yep, I'm.
Go ahead and riposte that.
Not spending a glamour.
Okay.
But I do have 9 agains, and I do have +1 from the move.
Yep.
So +2 from the move and my specialty. 7 damage, so 6.
Yeah, that's another one.
So the rapier comes in, and he spins around, blasts through the rapier with the Zweihander, and then through the person.
Yep. Absolutely.
Just a body just goes flying.
Megan, somebody's gonna try and throw a spear at you.
I really hope they miss and hit their queen.
I mean, that would be quite.
That would be
quite
hilarious.
amusing. Your defense
That
and
would
everything is
damage to 'em,
total
but,
of
4.
total of 4. Okay.
Yep.
1 lethal. It just creases right across you.
I am now exactly full of lethal.
Okay, fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Akujin's cleared the area around Alana enough that Alana's not getting any disengaged. Where's Lark right now?
Also further
Also
back.
disengaged at a distance.
Right, that's right.
He
Yep. Yeah, no, that's all of you.
just took
Okay.
a plane.
All right. It's Lark's turn.
That said, Lark's making bad life choices and jumping back into everything
Okay.
to go try
Lark,
to cover
Lark full
Alana.
up or no?
Well,
Yeah, she's
Well,
making a stamina
she's-
roll again.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
I
okay.
do need to make a stamina
Start with the
roll.
stamina roll then first.
Cool.
also for what's worth, like Akujin is actively standing over Alana.
Oh, she knows she's still coming. Am I adding any modifiers to this?
+3 to
+3 to
negate
counteract
your
the,
wound.
Plus
the
3
wound
to
penalties.
counteract,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, penalties don't apply on this.
That was not a 3. There we go.
Yeah, you're still up.
successes.
There you
Look at
go.
look at them
Okay.
tens.
Yeah, she's jumping down there.
Okay. You got a move, and I think your action left as well. Still.
Okay. And she'll just try to shoot the closest one to
Okay.
Alana.
Go ahead and roll me a gun attack -3.
Well,
You
oh,
can
yeah.
spend willpower if you've got it to eliminate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend willpower.
Okay. So it'll just be the wound penalties then.
Okay, so I'm not adding any modifiers.
No, you're still
or-
adding. You're still adding
So-
the. Or sorry.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
those
No.
before,
You're. It'll be empty modifier box. Yep. Mhm.
Okay. Zero
Oh, bad luck.
successes.
All right. Yep. Squeeze off another round. Something goes wide. Oh, roll me a d10.
8.
Okay. Yep. Don't hit anybody after it misses and goes into the crowd.
How hilarious would that have been?
Right.
shoot
Mhm.
RPG.
I'm waiting for her to like
Yeah.
shoot Barnaby.
Mhm. It's gonna happen if we keep this going long enough. All right. That was Lark's turn. Phage.
And
There is a
and the
moment of
marksman.
decision here.
And the marksman.
Because the marksmen are going.
I need to roll stamina to see if Phage can even make a decision right now.
That's true, actually. Yep. Go ahead and roll stamina.
Okay, she's still up.
Okay. Here's the thing. With the queen this close to you, you can see a little trickle of gemstone coming out of the corner of her mouth. She's not doing her best. Whatever death or destruction looks like for one of the true Fae, she's probably fairly close. And you know that at any minute, gunfire will go off.
Phage is well versed in pledges. And has done, she literally, and has done a lot here. And has done a lot of research on the queen. Based on what she knows and what the queen has just said to her, is there a hole that she can exploit?
Give me an intelligence and occult -3.
That's a chance die.
Got this.
Nope.
You see no holes.
Except the one in her head when you say fire.
Then she will look at the Queen of Ogian. Cruel as you may be, my duty first is to my people. No matter the pain you wish to inflict upon me, retreat, and you may live.
It's not her turn. She can't respond yet.
And to make sure the point gets across,
Mm-hmm.
can I tell whether or not that seems to have been effective?
Give me a wits and empathy.
No, it's not a
You
chance.
rolled it as a chance die. Yep.
2 successes.
There's a flicker of something in her eyes, but it's not enough to give you a read. There's an emotion. She's having something akin to an emotion, much like you've seen on this face before when she was taunting you in a crosswalk.
To get the point across, and she is not aiming to kill this person, but she's going to strike her twice with she's foregoing defense for combination blows using
Okay.
her iron knuckles.
Please strike
Oh,
to
okay.
kill her.
Go ahead and roll me those attacks then. Her armor and defense is she still got her full armor. So your first one will be at a -7, your second one will be at a -6.
I am also using Might of the Terrible Brute.
Do it.
Right.
Spin that glamour, spin that willpower.
I'm out of willpower.
Oh,
I'm low
well.
on glamour right now. Stone.
Make sure you, if your strength is increased at all, make sure you modify the thing because it doesn't roll based off your actual attributes. It rolls based off what you have in the field.
Yeah, I know. Strength and weird.
Three successes.
3 successes, three extra things. And you said I was at minus what for the first one?
-7 for the first one, -6 for the second one, because with that second attack, her defense will go down.
So -4, then -3.
Attack roll. Using the brass knuckles. So then spending a glamour on each of these.
Okay.
The first one's only at -3. 5 damage.
Okay. Second one.
The second one's at -3 again because the second attack and the combination blows is at -1. 4 damage. 9 aggravated damage.
9 aggravated damage to the Queen of Ogian. These two lethally devastating blows come across, smash one across the face, the other down across the cheekbone as she stumbles and snaps and dissolves into a pile of crystals. And you hear a gasp from the ogre in front of you. It's not dramatic. There's no explosion or twisting of flesh or anything. There's simply a faint and the light goes out of the eyes. And all across the stadium, bodies begin to drop one after another, as Paige expires. Whatever keeping them alive, whatever was keeping her active, has been taken away.
As Paige just drops to a knee and holds the dying ogre.
Oh, not even dying.
Just dead.
Already dead.
Yeah.
The body growing cold and not breaking down into detritus like a fetch would, not going through any strange transformation or melting or blowing away like the hobgoblins did at the end of the Winter War. And behind you, you hear a cough. And you hear the clatter of a piece of wood falling to concrete. Ooh. What the fuck?
And she just like in a moment of raw like fury and emotion, but not really aiming for a kill, just sort of spins around and backhands the hunter across the face.
The hunter who is Paige.
And we smash cut to black. Thank you for joining us for season 4 of In Grover Green. I hope you had fun watching. I hope everybody had fun playing. And we'll have a new game on Wednesday starting next week.
Well, we'll have session 2 of a game next week, so we
Never
might not
mind. We'll have
for
a new
little
game
while.
on Wednesdays at some point in the future.
Bye.
I accidentally hit the wrong thing. Say goodbye again.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.